Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is. Live in effect right now, out of the mud. INC episode 4, Thursdays with Third. It's the one and only host in Michigan, the number one out here in Michigan. Flint Finest the third, Mr. Inya. What? You know that. And guess what, y'all? Hey, this one of them ones. You hear me? If I'm gonna do it right, if I'm gonna do it, I gotta do it right. Introducing the one and only, that Viking boy. That boy that be wearing them red all the time. You hear me? You feel me? One of them guys. You hear me? And I'm honored to have him up here, Mister the one and only Delano POOHDIDDY Burton. Give it up for him real quick. Tap in, tap in, tap in right now. This is Broski right here. You hear me? A real businessman. 10 toes down. You hear me? Make sure y'all tap in right now. 248-820-5053. Y'all can call in and if y'all want to talk, I know y'all want to talk to him. I know every single segment, people calling in, they want to talk to the special guests. You hear me? Call in right now. The number again is 248-820-5053. How you feeling today, bro?
I feel good.
You feeling good today?
I'm happy. I'm healthy. Blessed.
You ate today?
I ate a couple times today.
What you eat today, bro?
I mean, I ate on the bricks.
On the bricks.
On the bricks,
what's on the bricks?
On the bricks, the best restaurant in downtown Flint. All right, 555 South Saginaw, right across from the Capitol Theater. Come see me. We're American Kitchen. Fine American cuisine. We serve everything from turkey chops, red beans and rice, burgers, chicken, anything you could think of.
Right downtown Flint?
Right downtown.
So you telling me when people come from out of town and they come on the bricks, they're going to the restaurant on the bricks?
On the bricks. We have the only outside patio seating area with live entertainment in all of downtown Flint.
Oh, so y'all's the one that be having the people playing all the guitars and the
live instruments, outside. Live saxophone players, all the different contemporary live country music singers, bands.
I ate there before. I heard, everybody always talking about on the bricks.
That's good. Hopefully it's pretty good, most of the stuff they talk about. So
I never heard nothing bad about on the bricks. Have y'all? Tap in. Nope. All right. I ain't think so.
Hey, tap in and tell me so we can figure it out. We'll fix the problem. That's what we're about.
Yeah, that's what's up. So we want to dig down and we're gonna start with the normal. Okay. POOHDIDDY. I gotta bring it up. We're gonna start it off raw, uncut. Right, you have a nickname, POOHDIDDY. Now I know you've seen the news. I know everything be going on and everything that's let's tell a story. Like, does it have something to do with P. Diddy, or do you have your own story?
In no kind of way. And this is I have to tell this story because people always ask me, why do you still let people call you POOHDIDDY and tell people don't call you that so they don't associate you with Diddy? I always tell people nobody will associate me with that because people know me enough to not even play with me in that manner of the person that the light they put him in, nobody would ever put me in no such light. I never heard even a joke of anything like that. But that was something that I was being called before Diddy was being called that. All right. Okay. So as a joke, I got caught smoking weed in high school by my mom, and she told one of my uncles, and he started talking shit to me. So he would his name is Ian. God rest his soul. Ian Mays. Yes, my uncle Ian passed away last 2 years ago now. He started making a joke to where they was calling me the real Puff Daddy. They was like, you the real Puff, because his name was still Puff Daddy. I got you. You know what I'm saying? So my uncle started calling me. He's like, I ain't gonna call you Puff Daddy because you don't run shit. He used to be funny. He said, I'm gonna call you P. Diddy. What? You Puff Diddy. All right, you a fake Puff Daddy. He used to call me a fake. He was like, you a fake Puff Daddy. I'm gonna call you Puff Diddy. All right, and then not even a year later, Diddy came out with the song with the D, the I, and then it just became a thing with my family, and even my granny called me P. Diddy to this day. Crazy. Like everybody, that's my name for real. So that's
what I like what you said, that you said people don't play with you like that.
No, not in no kind of way.
The reason why I wanted to have you on Thursdays with Third, actually, let me let y'all know this is the first episode of 2026. Okay. So if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it
New
right.
Year, everybody.
Happy New Year's. I haven't seen y'all. I love y'all. All right. Y'all know I've been all around the world. Y'all know I've been rocking and grinding and trying to make things work in all areas. But my New Year's resolution, you feel me? And we talked about this when we wasn't on camera. We in alignment with this, and I love that because I love people that are non-tolerant to BS. I love people who stand. Say it again.
10 toes down.
I was gonna say 10 toes down, but I was gonna say standing in purpose.
Yeah, you got a moral base, you got a moral compass you actually live by.
Yes, I love people who have that because those are the only people that I'm in alignment with.
Yeah.
And to hear just off camera have this conversation and for us to be in alignment right now, I appreciate you being here. But today,
I appreciate you having me.
Definitely 2026, we are not fixing what we didn't break.
Not fixing things we didn't break. No.
We are not fixing things that we didn't break.
That is the 100% truth. That is something I started making myself live by, because you will give so much of yourself with things that you won't have time for you. Never in life. You know, as men, that's how we live our lives anyway. Most of our lives is spent making sure that others
everybody else is good.
Everybody under our umbrella is happy.
That's a fact.
I'm gonna just tell the world, people who don't know, men get very little time to themselves. All right. We get shower time to ourselves. Well, most of the time when we use the bathroom in the morning, things like that. We take things like that and we make the best things in the world out of little things like that. And people don't know that as real men, because we really do live for other people.
Facts.
There's some guys who got a lot of time to do a lot of things in life, but most of them don't. Most people with a lot of time don't have shit going on for themselves.
Facts.
You know, and that's something that you really learn.
You got too much time, you ain't doing something right.
You really ain't doing something right if you got a lot of time on your hands. You always got free time. You ain't doing something productive.
That's true.
Some of that time, you know.
So we spoke on morals. What kind of morals do you have? I know. Let me tell y'all right now. You hear me? He wouldn't be sitting right here if he didn't have morals. Okay. This is a person who don't get nervous. Okay. This is the person who I never seen sweat. Somebody that's always on point. Even when y'all don't think he on point. Very strategic.
You gotta be ready. You gotta stay ready.
Today is a teaching lesson for everybody who need to really hear real men who can say something that could change the room. So this is for y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. This is what I do this for. I want to bring y'all people who can help y'all, you know what I mean, cognitively with a verbal statement. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't say something and change people's lives. This man can. What kind of morals do you have? What do you live off of?
Well, if anybody do follow me on Facebook, Delano POOHDIDDY Burton, I post every day, and at the end of every post, I post, "Don't talk about it, be about it."
Be about it.
All right, because most people, we grow up with a lot of people. We hear people talk all the time what they can do. Oh, I'll bust your ass in this. I can beat you in cards. I can beat you in a video game. Most people rarely just do things without saying something.
Facts.
All right. Most people talk 10 times more than what they can actually do.
That's a fact.
So it's a part of being a man is just doing. All right. It ain't, I'm gonna start tomorrow. It ain't, let me put it on my calendar to start next week. You have to live in the real power of now. That's a real thing that people don't take advantage of today. People give themselves so much time that they don't have, you know, or that their bills ain't waiting on, or that their kids ain't waiting on for something, or, you know, something they could be doing that they gonna wake up and say, dang, I meant to do that. But why not just do it right then and there? So those are things we got to work on ourselves as men. Like, we have to really work on just doing things when we have the time, which usually is all the time. If you're thinking about something right now, like, damn, you could be doing it. You know what I'm saying?
I literally was about to ask that question. Like, why do you think people have such a hard time doing things when they have the time to do it?
Because they feel like they have the time to do it.
There you go.
Exactly what you said.
There you go.
They feel like they have the time to do it until
tap in, y'all.
Until it's crunch time. You know, then you squeezing things, then you missing out on something else. When you squeeze that time in when you could have did it, then you miss something you should have been doing. You always forget and say, damn, I was supposed to do that, because you had to squeeze in this other time. Procrastination, the power of now.
Power of now.
That's right. It's a real thing, you know. So that's a real moral. That's one of the main things men need to hang on to morally, is just the power of now, and meaning what you say. Don't talk about it, be about it. Facts. All right. Most of the people you hear say they're gonna do shit, 80% of the time they don't show up. They ain't late. They blame it on somebody else. Ain't no accountability in nothing. You know, most men today, all right, who they call men today, who the world would call men today, these little thieving guys who they got these little scammers and stuff, and they get a couple dollars and they call them in. They start to listen to them.
Right.
You know, they don't have a real moral compass when it comes to certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't value the same things we value waking up in the morning, because they don't earn things the same way. They don't get up and strap their boots on the exact same way.
Right.
And most of them raised on a whole different, I don't know what is going on.
They don't have no type of structure. There's nothing. It's just waking up and just trying to figure it out.
And at one point in time, I used to say, hey, well, it's on the OGs to talk to, some of the youngins. And then as a youngin, I had to want to listen to somebody first.
Facts.
Before I could even understand what they was trying to say to me. You could talk to somebody blue in the face, but if you're not trying to understand what they're saying, you're not gonna get no message.
I agree.
So how many times do you do that as an OG before you feel like I'm done wasting my time?
Right.
Now when you're ready to listen, I don't want to talk.
Y'all hear that?
All right. So this be the disconnection. So that's where the disconnect come in a lot with a lot of us trying to put morals and values into some of the younger generation. Is that we got to remember, at one point in time, we didn't want to hear that shit either.
Yeah, I guess I can say that. Right, so I can say that.
At one point in time, you didn't want to hear what your mama had to say, your daddy, your uncles. You like, I got it. I'm grown now.
Yeah, I get it.
We had to take our little.
I'm not even gonna lie though. I like listening to my parents.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean?
But like I said, we different. It's a different generation.
Yeah.
All right, we grew up in.
They don't like it. I like listening to my parents. I seen them grow into the people that they are now, and I would love to be.
And that's the era we grew up in.
Yeah, I love to be like that.
My mom and dad, I watched them grow up. They had me young, so they was kids when they had me.
Right.
So I watched them grow up. I don't fault them for that either. I've grown up enough now that I have kids where I understand. Damn, I can't fault my mom and dad for nothing. They was learning on the fly too.
Do you think that has something to do with the success of what type of businessman or just black men in the Flint community? Does that makes a difference? Because I done had a copious amounts of conversations with people, and they say, "Well, I never had a mother, I never had a father," and
that makes it makes a huge difference.
I believe so too.
It makes a huge difference. Look at you, all right. You have a mother, you have a father, you have good people that you glad to have your name, Gene the Third. All right, I'm sorry, I don't know nobody's business, but you are the third for a reason, and you're proud to bear that name proudly. That's your business name.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, because your father did his job. All right, some of these young cats, I mean, I don't bash no gender or nobody, but you got to think about the way some of these young cats was raised. Most of them was raised in single mother households, who all they heard their mom saying was, I don't want a man. I don't need a man. So sooner or later, if it's only a little boys in the house, they gonna say they don't want to be a man.
Facts.
All right. It's only a trickle down effect.
Tap in, man.
All right. So it's just everything has a process of how it can go. Nothing gonna just happen overnight.
Facts.
So it's process and structure with everything, just how you structure it. And that's what it's gonna start with all of us at home with our own kids.
There we go.
Your kids got to go be the example for the world. They don't want to listen to us, but they'll listen to their own peers, So teach your kids the best and make sure they not getting pulled into what you don't want them to be out into the world. You got to be a strong kid in today's world to go into how today's world is and try to tell some good to some kids. They'll look at you like, what you on? Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's exactly what they are going to do. They're going to look at you as a man and try to, I guess, judge you.
Yep.
To see if they should listen to you.
Yep.
So that's why you should walk in your purpose. That's why you need to make sure you have and maintain your mental and emotional wellness so that you can be okay for your kids. I know we talked about that off the camera too. So
I love my kids. Those they are more than my motivation to everything. And it's proud to hear them say that I'm theirs.
Yeah.
I got my two oldest sons, they both 20, they're a few months apart. I was young, so they both firefighters, EMTs. Well, one, he just stopped, but he runs the restaurant,
Okay.
And the other one who's a firefighter and the EMT, he also still helps run the businesses. And
he runs on the bricks, you said?
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah.
So that's my biggest accomplishment, them and my woman. Your woman reflect you.
Big facts. Mirrors of each other. Yes,
she hard, she's smart, and she one of the few people I can listen to intellectually when it comes to business and just when it comes to regular thinking about regular life.
I always believe that to get you a good woman, and she gonna be the person that's gonna elevate you. You can get there. That's the difference between people. I can get somewhere by myself. I can always make it work. But the elevation comes when you get to join together with somebody that can actually
somebody like-minded.
Like
you ain't gonna like them. You ain't gonna like everything they do. They ain't gonna be perfect. All right, you got to learn how to. As you get older, all right. I'm only 42. All right, I don't want people like, oh, it's an old ass man. I'm 42 years old. I'm
still young.
I'm super young. All my friends are right now. My friends are 10, 15, 20 years older than me. My real friends have been my whole life. You know, so everybody always thought I was this old 50-year-old man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. I'm
the same way.
I'm a young cat, but
that's Money Mike nephew speaking knowledge. What's up, Tommy Boo? We got people. We got people on here talking.
No, it's all good. No, I ain't no pimp. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But no, it's a certain level of intellect that come with. Once you get a little older, you start to think a little different. They tell you just keep living. You know, I got a dude. My barber been cutting my hair 23 years. He been telling me the same thing since I've been coming to him. Keep living. Anytime I come in with any type of problem, he don't acknowledge it. He'll be like, keep living. Exactly. You know, he don't say nothing else. Just keep living. That's dope. It'll get you over a lot of things when you understand that the most important thing you can do is to keep living. You know, everybody be so. I don't know. I don't even want to get into all that. We'll get into that later with some of the questions because it's a lot.
No, it's all good.
You know,
I said we was talking about the kids, and I just want to give a shout out to my son because you said my name. I love Gene Hodge the fourth. I got a fourth too.
That's what's up. I got a Delano the third. You feel me? I got a third. You feel me? So shout out to Big Delano. Delano the first. All right. Shout out to Tammy, my mom, Tamara, my kids, my 5 babies. You know, because my daughter, my wife. She has a son. He's 20. Okay. He's already a mortgage loan officer.
That's what's up.
And he's got his real estate license at 20 years old already. Ooh. He moved out to Arizona on his own.
That's what's
up. He don't want no help, no nothing. He like, I got it. I'm about to go figure it out. Then I'm gonna come back and show y'all what I did. And we're gonna put business together. You know, like
that's dope.
I don't even know where these, you know, I don't like to give us too much credit when it comes to it, but we got a good group of kids coming up. Hopefully they can be some of that change in the world.
Does that motivate you?
To be the best I can be every single day, because I have to. Right now, I tell them, I live for their good karma. I do enough good in life to where I know it'll never come back to me. But when I'm gone, y'all got big blessings coming, because it'll never. I ain't gonna. I'm still out here doing good, and if people see you doing good, they ain't trying to give you nothing.
That's a fact.
All right, so I'm not gonna get none of the good karma I deserve for helping all the people I done helped in life. When that comes to financially, spiritually, emotionally, all type of different things. You know what I'm saying? If it was just feeding you something to eat, I don't know, but I've helped a lot. I've helped countless people who I don't make a scene about it. I don't make a thing about it. You know, I don't be like, I done help more people than everybody. I don't have to do that.
And I love that about you.
People will speak. I mean? People will speak for me. They'll speak through my kids. My kids come tell me stories.
How about I speak for you right now? Let's talk about it. Nope, we got to talk about it. I got to tell y'all about this, man. Okay. I went through a lot. I went through a divorce in my life. You know what I mean? I'm just now getting back to where I feel like I'm more comfortable cognitively. You know what I mean? To get back on the board and really, really draw on this canvas a really good picture so that can be, you know what I mean, prosperous for my kids. And that's where I'm on now. But let me tell you something that you did, POOHDIDDY. I was going through a lot. I needed to get away. I was managing a artist named The Motto of Shy. Shout out to The Motto of Shy, by the way. And I was trying to go to Clarissa Shields' fight. I was trying to go so bad, man. I was trying to make stuff happen, and it just didn't happen for me. Everything just went south. And called up to where everybody was at. I'm like, man, I ain't got no tickets. I ain't got nothing. They're like, nah, we don't got nothing no more. I'm like, man. And then all of a sudden, POOHDIDDY called me. He said, you looking for some Clarissa Shields tickets? I'm like, yeah. He said, you want to go for real? I said, yeah. He said, you know it's in New York. I said, yeah, I'm really trying to go. He said, meet me at my house. I just got a house. Come meet me real quick. I'm going to send you the address. I was like, all right.
See, I don't even remember. See,
that's all right. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, I just literally kind of met him for real. You know what I mean? Shout out to Dominici. You know what I'm saying? Dominici introduced me to him. He said he was his bro. Dominici, my bro. And he ain't going to tell me that he good people unless he good people, because I only mess with those people. That's real people. You know what I mean? Real men. So he like, no, you could trust him. He one of the ones. It's all good. I put up to this man's house. He said, listen, I just got this house. Forgive me, I ain't got that much in it. Nice house. I'm like, man, what in the world? Like, what you know what I'm saying? He was telling me, oh, don't worry about that. I want you to have a good time. He said, I want you to look at that, look over there on that, over there by the wall. I want you to pick up this envelope. Go pick it up. He had tickets to the Clarissa Shields fight. And he was like, he basically was just telling me, like, you good people. I've been watching you. You know what I'm saying? I know you young, and I know this was probably like what? It had to be at least about like almost what 9 years ago.
I was gonna say about 8-9 years.
8-9 years ago. You know what I mean?
Damn. See, I don't even remember this. So
for real, you don't remember this?
No. Nope. Now when you said I told you pull up, I remember you pulling up. Yeah. I remember giving you, what I gave you. So.
Yeah, and I remember that now. The one thing he said to me that changed my whole outlook and knew that he was the type of man that my bro Dominici, the Prince, said, which he'll be on the show next Monday, I believe, rocking with RJ Leary. Shout out to out of them INC RJ Leary. Come tap in with their show. But yeah, he told, you know what I mean? When I went out there, he gave me the tickets, and what he told me, he was like, I don't know what you're going through or why you couldn't get a ticket, but I want you to enjoy yourself. And you're going to enjoy yourself because you don't have to pay for nothing. You don't have to pay for the bus ride. You don't have to pay for when you get there. Everybody gonna take care of you. Gonna be good. Just have a good time. But I want you to know that you're representing me because I'm giving you my ticket. And when he said that, I wanted to learn more about you at that moment. Like, what do you mean I'm representing you? A lot of people don't understand that. When you do something for somebody and you vouch for somebody and you put your name on something for somebody, that means that you represent them. That I want y'all to get that in your brain. A lot of people don't understand that. I was representing him in New York, all the way in New York, supporting Clarissa Shields. Shout out to my girl, sis, you know what I mean? Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to sis, the motherfucking baddest woman on the planet Earth with a pair of hands. I wish y'all to leave her alone.
Oh yeah,
before she tee off on one of y'all in real life. Yeah. She ain't got no sense. All right, I keep trying. I don't want to tell everybody she ain't got no sense. She don't got no sense. She'll slap the shit out of one of y'all. That's real life. She'll slap the shit out of one of you guys too.
For real.
Y'all gotta chill out. Then we gotta do something to somebody. So please leave that girl alone. Let her be the champ. Support her.
Real Flintstones.
Y'all gotta relax. All right.
Don't activate Flint.
Please don't activate. Just like
Flint,
y'all know better. Come on now. Y'all from the same place, and she from harder places here than y'all are. All right. Remember that. So
for real. And I know y'all heard that voice. Shout out to my number one engineer out of the mud, INC GFG2 in the building. That's why he's sitting right there. He one of the ones. You hear me? But yeah, he told me I appreciated the words that because I linger on what people say to me. I don't care about what people say about me, but I value what people say to me. So when he said you representing me, so make sure you represent the correct way and you're good. I promise you, I went to New York, had a great time. Clarissa Shields whooped the girl butt. She showed love. Everybody showed love. And you know what I mean? I really appreciated that because I was going through a divorce at that time. And it was so much going on in my life. And I really needed to get away so that I can ground myself and really just, you know what I mean, get to the point where I can just enjoy life. I was at a moment where I couldn't enjoy life, you know?
Yeah.
So you really helped me in a way that a lot of people never helped me before. Because I did a lot for people growing up. I don't, like you said, we don't talk about the things that we do for people. But if I get the chance to tell somebody that somebody did something for me, shout out to Delano POOHDIDDY. He did something for me. He helped me maintain mental and emotional wellness a long time ago. And that kept me motivated.
Most important thing for a man.
To
mental and emotional control is the most important thing for a man. If you can control your emotions, you can stay ahead of a lot of people in life.
Big fact.
So
talk about it.
Most people think irrationally because they thinking emotionally. So once they calm down, they be like, I shouldn't have did that. You know? Think about what you're thinking about. That's a huge thing, For men, we don't get the luxury to make a lot of mistakes that women and children get to make because they got us to fix them.
Facts.
All right, we ain't got nobody to fix our shit. So
that's a fact.
Big difference,
That's definitely a.
But I appreciate that story. That's stories like that I would have never thought twice about. I wouldn't have been able to ever tell nobody that story because I didn't really think about it like that at that time.
That changed my life. I'm not gonna lie to you.
But hearing that are the things that keep me grounded in who I am and doing what I do without, like you said, bad travel fast, but good travel way farther.
Way faster. That's
all right, travel way farther. Bad travel super fast, but good go real far. Once the truth come out there. So I appreciate that more than you know. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Question. What role do you think Black men play in shaping the future of Black communities, especially for this next generation coming up?
Well, we got to be at home. Mm-hmm. The last generation of kids didn't have no fathers in the home. Mm-hmm. All right, so we got to be there. We got to be home. Now we see that it's not monetary. It's not anything to do with money or gifts. It's just about being there. Mm-hmm. Them was the dads. When you think about the 60s and 70s and 80s, how them dads just went to work and came home. They was all in their kids' business.
Facts.
But then was the most successful time of kids because they had fathers in the house that could give them a moral compass. Mm-hmm. All right, morals, values, those little things that we see that's missing today. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. We got people on here talking. We want to make sure that we tap
Somebody
in. Tommy Boo.
Pooh Diddy, I'm down on my luck. Just to plate of them red beans and rice and get me back on my feet.
That's on the bricks, y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
Come on down. I got you.
Y'all are some grown folks talk love.
Red beans and rice to get you on your feet. I got you. Let's go. All right.
Man. How do you balance personal ambition with community responsibility? Because I know a lot of people, you get what I'm saying? Like how do you
It is something that you actually have to do.
You have to do it.
You have to, because once you do so much, if you're gonna put yourself in that circle of doing things in the community, it's things in your personal life you have to let go, because it's a fine line to where people play on your ability to try to help the community because of how they view you in your personal life, which that shouldn't really. It really shouldn't matter, but it should at the same time, because you can't be somebody in your personal life and then come fake like you somebody in the community.
Talk to them.
All right, you got to be the same person all the time. You got to be the same person at home as you are out in this world.
And that's important.
That's very important, even for yourself. You don't want to be out even with your own family and you portraying some kind of persona, and then somebody see you and you can't be that same person around different people.
That's your character.
Right? That's where everybody. That's why people can't be around certain people at the same time.
That's a fact.
They can't be around all their friends at once because they talking about everybody differently.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I pride myself on as a man. I can go in any room with any group of people. You ain't gonna never hear what we call back in my day, no dirty macking from me. All right, you ain't gonna never hear none of
slick
that.
Talking.
No slick talking about no man or no woman or my business.
Facts.
On that level. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, and that's just something that's not in today's world with these handheld devices. That's what they looking for today. That's they outlet now. You know what I'm saying? Like most men today don't even hold no real power. They don't even know how to make real decisions. All right, so most of them wake up every day. This is the honest to God truth.
Look at that.
They wake up and say, not even just look at it. They get on Facebook and say, "Oh, my girlfriend pissed me off. Should I leave her? I'm hungry. What should I eat? I'm having a hard time at work. Should I quit?" They give people more power. They won't even make that decision. They'll let somebody make that decision for them.
That's crazy.
And then when it go bad, they can't even fix themselves. They got to say, "Damn, I shouldn't have listened to such and such. I listened to such. I should have never listened to you." Then they gonna come to Facebook. "I ain't listening to y'all motherfuckers no more. Stay out my business." But this is for the public,
for real.
So this is social media, and people don't get all these different things. They missing. Me and Cuz was just talking about that. People missing the small. People don't read no more.
GFG too. Tap in.
They don't understand, like, it's just small little things, like self-awareness. I can't make you aware of yourself. It's called self-awareness. It's called self-esteem. All these different things. I can't do these things for you. It's things people have to figure out for themselves. That's what I meant by we can't fix things that we didn't break.
Facts.
Most of the time it's people. We didn't, a lot of people, it's a lot of broken people, and they'll put it off on you.
They will.
In a heartbeat.
And you've done everything for them.
You done everything you can, emote things they never had before. So that's a scary situation for people. Somebody who ain't never been loved correctly, if you love them correctly, it's abnormal to them.
Facts.
That's normal to you. That's not
normal to them.
They'll be like, "What the hell is this? This ain't right. You must be on something wrong, because this don't feel right to me because I never had this before. So everybody got to learn everything. That's where our patience as men come in with everybody. That's why we get to treat everybody with kid gloves, but we the only people that don't get treated like that in the world. When we go out every day, it's a difference for us. And only real men gonna understand that, because it's something we can't really talk about, because you'll be called that you say you complaining, or you bitching or moaning, and we don't got the luxury to do that. You a punk. And if you doing that, what the women and children gonna do? All right, it got to be room for them to cry. So some of these niggas got to just get to work.
Do you cry?
In the shower by myself in my alone time when I got time to.
Real man.
You know what I'm saying?
Real man.
When I got time to, and most of the time it's from being happy. I live in a nice big ass crib. I have a beautiful woman. All my kids in their right mind. They do good in school. They good role models. Everything. You know, they carry my name the best way I can. I can't ask them for nothing else, but that when I run into other people, they say, you should be proud that that's your child.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. That makes me feel better than anything. That let me know I'm doing my job more than anything else on this earth.
That's what's up.
Is when people see my woman and she look good, and they see my kids and they well mannered, they well behaved, they got all A's in school, you know. So it just the little things like that push you forward as a man, and the things that'll ensure that your life be in order. You know, most dudes be like, man, I can't get things straight. It's be like, well, you got 3 kids. I ain't never heard you mention neither one of them. You know, you got a 13-year-old. And I've been knowing you 10 years. I never even knew you had kids.
Facts.
All right. So some of these guys, they wonder why their life won't go right. It's because when they making decisions, they not trying to figure out how is this going to benefit me, my children, the people under my umbrella, you know, who I look at like that.
I like that.
That's why they don't get shit.
Man, that's it, man. So, come on, make sure y'all tap in. Hey, 248-820-5053. Make sure y'all tap in. The number is 248-820-5053. Man, that is so true, bro.
Yeah, it's real life.
That's real life. A lot of people need to hear that. There's not a lot of people out here in the world that really speaking on things like that. You know, and I knew you was gonna speak on it. You have to.
Well, I didn't know what you was gonna ask me to speak on.
I know. I'm just saying. I know if I ask you a question, you're gonna tell them the truth.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, a lot of people don't hear truth.
No, they don't.
You know, they hear a lot of BS.
Well, they hear what they want to hear.
Yeah, and they hear what they want to hear. But a lot of people not hearing the truth. So I appreciate you for always standing 10 toes and speaking the truth.
No, I appreciate that. My daddy ain't raised me no other way. All right. So
speaking of your dad, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to your dad.
Shout out to Big Lano.
Big Lano.
Big motherfucker.
Now, Big Lano. You feel me? Everybody know me and Flint. I don't really talk about myself. Like you said, I let other people talk about me. You feel me? If you don't know me, that's on you.
You will. Ask a couple questions.
Hey, ask a couple questions. You'll know. You know what I mean? Shout out to my haters too, by the way. But hey, Big Lano.
Big Lano.
He taught me, I gotta say it the right way. You okay? Big Lano taught me how to lift weights properly.
Yep. Yeah.
You hear me? He didn't teach me how to get big and strong.
Yeah.
Big Lano came in as my coach.
How you do it where it won't hurt yourself, where you won't hurt yourself.
He taught me how to do things properly.
That's right.
The right way.
So the muscles will never go away.
So they would never go away.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
So when I was going through my therapeutic time, when I'm in the weight room and I'm young and I'm the number 1 football and basketball player around and I'm knocking people out, he came in and said, "You good? But I don't like the way you hold in this. I don't like the way you go about stuff like this." And that because someone haven't taught you the right way, the proper way to do it. If you allow me to, that's why I love Big Lano. You hear me?
Some people don't care enough.
Yeah, he cared.
Some people don't care enough.
He cared enough to come to me. He watched me for a while. Then
my dad was one of them hood dads, though. There was a couple hood dads. He was a Merle hood dad. Mr. Sanford was a King hood dad. So all these Mr. Hoyle, all these people. So you had dads in some of these hoods who. Some of the kids didn't have dads, and you had some guys that stepped up like that and was like, they was them neighborhood dads. My dad was a neighborhood dad. He'd get all the kids, "Hey, I'm finna come get your son. We finna play a football game on our street.
Get it all together.
Yeah. He gonna see who rough, who ain't rough. He gonna tell the other kids how to treat them, how to be men, how to do everything. He taught a lot of these young dudes how to be men, how to be young men. You know what I'm saying? Like he did a great job with that. I love my dad so much, you know. So, you know, when you have dads like that, they 10 times harder on you.
Facts.
You know.
So how did you? That's the next thing I was going to ask you, and I see you going into it. Having a father, you know what I mean, who is a father to the community.
Yeah.
I know he was tough.
He was tough, but only reason is because I know now more. I understand it now more than I did when I was younger. Is because when you have a father like that, and he was young. You got to think. My dad had me at 16. All right, and my mom. All right, so he was young. So he grew up super young. He don't know that most men expend all their good energy out in the world and come home and take their bad energy out on the people that they love the most. I had to stop myself from doing it, from being out in the world, having to deal with people all the time, owning businesses. Then I got to go home. I ain't got no patience for my own kids. I was a school teacher. I was a school teacher for 5 years. I did so many different things. I
was a school teacher for 5 years
at Eisenhower Elementary. I did the after school programs with Prashanta, with Pinky over there.
We did it.
We taught 4th through 6th grade math and English. So you run out all your patience and you go home, you ain't got patience for your own kids. People do that with work right now. They give out all their good energy to their coworkers and they get home and they got no energy for their own family or no patience. They out of conversation for the day. They battery low, what they call it today. They refer everything to phones. Yep. So your battery low. We didn't have that. Ain't no battery. You got energy for everything back in our day. So my dad, he was trying his best but he was burnt out. He was out in the world trying to make things happen. From him growing up with a dad that got caught up in the crack epidemic. He didn't have no father. My granddad, rest his soul, Jerry Burton, he was the only child. He had 19 kids. You know what I'm saying? So he was the only child, but he had 19 kids. I'm still meeting cousins today.
For real?
I still don't know half of them.
That's crazy.
I'm going to family gatherings every other year. I'm meeting people walking in the restaurant business and say, I'm your cousin. Let me get a discount.
I hate that. I hate that going around the world. People are like, you my cousin.
You my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
So Jameson, right? I'm like, well, I get what
technically,
I'm Jameson Jones.
So all of it, so I get
Avery player.
We get a lot of everybody around here related some kind of way. I was just talking to cuz about that. It's like how you don't. Everybody knows somebody. This Flint. Yeah. Ain't no way.
We ain't blood related, but you my brother.
But you my brother. You know what I'm saying? So this
you my bro.
Ain't no way around.
From the time I met you, you always been one of those people that I would call my bro.
I appreciate that.
I'm
into helping people make
GFG too. What we doing?
I just got, because I was in this restaurant a few weeks ago.
You went on the bricks?
And it was one of those things, Uncle Frank told me.
Yep, he like, Uncle Frank told me. Like, some turkey chops. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everybody don't even know, man. All you got to do is ask a couple questions. All the time. Just ask a couple questions, or you think too fast.
Should I say something?
What's up, RJ Larry? What's up in the building?
So, man, you don't even know, because your dad used to train you football.
Yeah.
I was more disappointed. I was more scared to tell him as opposed to my own parents.
The own dad. Did something wrong,
I want to be a comedian. I don't want to go to the NFL.
You feel me? You don't want to tell him that. He'll be like, if you don't go somewhere.
Right. He still talk about that story when I tell to this day when I see him. Man, but when I tell you.
No, shout out to Big Lano, man.
Real talk.
He was there.
And I heard he went through some type of health issues.
He did. He had he didn't want nobody to really know, because he's such a strong dude. You don't want nobody to look at him and no kind of weak light whatsoever. But he had a couple heart attacks. And it was kind of serious. You know what I'm saying? So,
I seen him at the Gus Macca, and he was basically, I love your dad. When we was at the Gus Macca, anybody that walked up, you're like, you know who this is? They're like, yeah, that's Big G. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, Big Lano, the one who got me together.
That's right, man.
He
take pride in that, man. Yeah. He likes seeing you be a man today.
Facts.
He know he helped shape that.
Facts.
He take pride in that. He's called me all the time, like, hey, I'm so happy I named you after me. He like, you were supposed to be a better me. He like, and you are. I go in the world and people be like, man, that's your son. He like, I'm like, we got the same name. How you don't know, So, but no, that's my guy, man. I'm more than proud and honored for him to be my dad, and I'm happy I was able to be chosen to grow up with him.
That's what's up.
I was able to see him become the man that he is today. I met him when he was a young boy and a young man, and I watched him grow up through different tribulations in life, whether it be women, money, finances, all type of different things. I watched him go through things where most men don't let their kids see them go through things where they can actually learn from and watch you overcome things as a man instead of lying, making your kids think everything all good.
Everything good.
Some kids, we really get it. You know what I'm saying? We be right there with you, and some of us get it at an early age, and I'm glad he even seen it to say, I know you get it, so I'm gonna keep you right here close to me instead of I'm gonna drop you off where somebody can babysit you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, he was like, you going with me, you know. So and that meant more than anything. I'm the same way with mine.
Me too.
Know, I don't do nothing they can't do.
For real, my kids was just with me. I was coaching basketball. My son was right there.
Yep.
You know, if my other kids in San Antonio was here, they would be right here with me too.
That's why you blessed them, man. You put those things. That's them the important things. You know, you put those things first. So,
is there anything different in your lifestyle you feel like you would want to change in your past, your childhood, anything? Do you have any regrets? Is there anything that you was like, you know what, I probably shouldn't have done that?
No, because I admire the man I am today. So I don't know if I changed something back then, would it change the trajectory of the man I would be? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I probably wouldn't change nothing. I haven't had too many regretful situations in life. You know, I beat some hard cases in court. You know, that's about it. And shoot, I don't even feel like that was my fault. It was somebody else trying to, you know, tell or whatever, and it didn't go the way they planned. You know?
Oh yeah, so you already know that's how it is.
It just you know, we all got regrets or things you say you would change your life, if you want to call them that. I've grown to the space in life where I don't got no regrets. Everything in life went the way it was supposed to get.
Do you believe that for real?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go against you, but I hear a lot of people say that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
you really feel like you had no regrets. There's nothing in your life that you will want to change.
Nah, because it'll change too much. I really value my life today. So if I change something, it'll change the things I value. It'll change everything. Ain't little things you learn it in everything. One little thing could change everything. If a river flowing and you drop a pebble in it or put your hand in it, it'll change the way the stream flow. That's just the way things go. That's the ebb and flow of life.
Come on, y'all, tap in, man.
You know, that's the ebb and flow of life. So it just, I wouldn't change nothing. You'd have asked me that 10 years ago, I probably would have been like, yeah, I'll do this. I hate my baby mama, you know, all that. I probably would have said all type of shit, you know, but it's just, like I said, that keep living. It's so much that come with living and going through things. And when you speak, it'll be with more conviction because it'll be things you already lived through. It won't be things you heard. It won't be things you got to stutter upon because you're guessing. It'll be stuff that just come out because it's what's really in you, you know, because you lived through it. So, yeah.
Is it hard for you to juggle being this type of person and be able to run businesses and take care of kids? And was it hard for you?
No, because it's really who I am. It's really my lifestyle. So it ain't something I'm trying to do every day.
Come on now.
It's really what I do. So
and y'all know the motto. You know, it's not a movement, it's a lifestyle. Come on.
So it's really how I live my life. I'm a good father. I knew from the moment I had him, I'm gonna be a good father. Ain't nothing, anything, all these things people make up in their mind as hurdles, there ain't nothing but excuses. They exactly what they are.
Okay.
And we create them. Don't nobody create them for us. All right. Everything that you put forward, you have to make a conscious decision to do it. No matter what nobody think, you can try to blame who you want. At the end of the day, everybody gonna wake up one day and say, damn, I should have did this, or I fucked up.
It was up to you.
They're gonna finally wake up and say I instead of them or they or him or she or whoever. They'll stop blaming people one day, and that's when they're gonna start getting some real. That's when their words gonna mean more. That's when they speak more. People gonna get chills because they'll be talking the truth.
Come on,
you know, it won't be a bunch of fabricated shit that they heard from other people or from speaking other people's lives. They'll be able to talk about what they actually went through.
I was just about to say the heck, yeah. Let's go. Take accountability, y'all.
Accountability. That's a real thing. You know
if y'all can learn anything from today, make sure y'all understand that you have to take accountability to grow.
To grow yourself, to put more power into what you speak, you know. Real thing is death and life lie in the power of the tongue.
Come on.
You know, how you speak. People think that shit is a joke. You know, it's not. So that's why I be careful of you've been around me long enough.
Yes, sir.
I don't have silly off the wall conversations. I hardly even talk to people. I'm cordial. I talk to people about what they want to talk about. Business, I talk to people on their level. So I let people talk to me first so I can see what level they on. So I don't go over or under nobody.
Wise men listen before he speaks.
That's right. That's why you got 2 of these and 1 of these.
Come on, talk to him. You told me that a long time ago.
Right, so,
he did.
But my family, they be like, you talk to us so much. I'm like, because I love y'all.
Facts.
So I give y'all everything I can. You know, I'm going to tell y'all everything. Even if y'all don't want to hear, y'all get tired of it. I said, I don't have that energy for people in the world. You know, all that energy is for y'all. I don't get mad at people in the world. I only get mad and have arguments and conversations, combative conversations with my family because I love them so much and I want them to know everything that I have to offer them, which most of it is knowledge. It's a lot. You got to live through life to know shit. Some people, you know, they tell stories and they write books, and most of the time it's not their own shit. It's something they make up in their head that they think it's delusional. It's not stuff that they really meant, like, you know, or really mean or really think, or, you know, just like I said, I don't have nothing against people of other genders or anything like that. Just like let's say a stud for instance, right? Okay. I respect all people like studs and all these, you know, everybody, because they really put their mind to what they want it to be.
Yeah.
All right. But just think about it. Most people don't work that hard to put their mind to what they really want to be. Most people
create
themselves.
They
create themselves. They up in the air. They be like, man, I don't know what. Most people really confused about life right now. Most people, you got 40, 50-year-olds asking people, man, they're asking people simple questions about life. I respect some of these studs and stuff because they know what they want to be, and they went hard at it for what they want to, and they standing 10 toes behind it.
That's true.
They'll fight you over that shit.
I'm trying to tell you.
You know, a little confusion there, but they'll fight the shit out of you.
I had a stud try to fight me.
Yeah,
because I didn't understand when it, you know what I mean, when it first came out and people was doing.
I had them arguments.
I had the argument with a couple of people, and it happened, and I slapped her. I was like, "You slap who?
Like you know, you're a woman, right?
You are a woman still."
And that was the conversation I had with you know, a stud, where I was like, "Well, you do know that, you know, when I was young, if there's a girl was walking around talking about you were a boy, they'll put you in the hospital. They'll call it schizophrenia. All right, it was a whole different word. You don't even hear that word anymore.
Yeah,
they took it out of the vocabulary. Yeah, all right."
They just say you got anxiety and you have all
other
that
things.
Now. Yeah,
all right. So I don't understand it, where it's once it's accepted, once people accept things, people have to respect things. All right. And that's the problem in our society today. They make everything acceptable, so people feel like they have to respect it. You know what I'm saying? And then they get mad at the people who was cut from a different cloth. Where, you know, where I ain't quiet about it, but I ain't coming in the room exploiting nobody about anything like that either. You know what I'm saying? My kids know, my household knows, things like that. You know, you have to be them the type of things we have to keep. Ain't nothing a secret no more. All right, ain't nothing in the world a secret no more. Nobody don't got nothing to themselves no more.
That's a fact.
Everybody feel like they know you better than you.
Oh my God!
All right, so
you preaching to the choir right there.
This is a real thing.
People know more about me than I know about myself. I'm trying to tell you.
So I've been grasped that a long time ago, to where I don't argue with that. You know, people's perception to me is exactly what it is. It's their perception. That's it. I don't go clean it up. If I get a chance to encounter them in our regular everyday life, and they can gain themselves a different perspective, that's on them.
That's on them.
Other than that, I'm too busy to worry about what people think about me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
too far away.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, GLG too. What's up?
No, I wanted to just see if I can get some questions interjected in the conversation before you guys
Craig Davis, what's up?
Go over. So, and you can answer these now or answer them along the way. Yeah. Why stay in Flint after so much success? Why come back to Flint after you've lived somewhere else and had success? How do you stay successful in a city like Flint, where there are so many variables when it comes to consistency of the mentality of business, especially Black business, and what's going to keep you in Flint?
Well, the main thing about that, I'm gonna give a shout out to my dad again, is real life. We have a good family name. All right. And Flint, if you're not really from Flint, you wouldn't understand that Flint is not about what you know or what's going on. It's about who doing it. All right. So it can be the best, most extravagant thing in the world, but if it ain't somebody that people in Flint know doing it, they won't go.
That's a fact.
I don't care if it's free. All right. So this is it's a different place. This is a real homey city. All right. You have to really be from. That's why people don't really know. I'm an actual Flint kid. I really was around in every hood. I've done more than most of I don't get into that no more. I don't talk about that. I'm a businessman, so I try not
businessman.
You solidified.
I'm more than solidified.
Certified.
You know what I'm saying? More than what
anointed.
The people who they think solidified, I'm
grinded.
probably more solidified than they are in a lot of areas where they think they even solidified it.
Let's go.
So it's just that's the big thing about Flint. And far as moving to another city and then coming back to Flint, when you go experience outside of Flint, it just shows you how easy business really is. You know, because other places are so wide open, and it's the people are so much easier and things like that. But it teaches you, it gives you a perspective of the little box that we live in, and it just gives you ideas you can bring back here, you know, instantly. Because you know it's easier to do business where you from. You know, like it's always easier to do business where you from. You can go learn business somewhere else. I think that's what travel is for. So you can go see something different. Your perspective can open up. It could change your dynamic of the way you see things. You know, so that's what happened when I went out of town. The only reason I did come back the first time before I made the permanent decision to leave is because I had the opportunity to be the first Black dispensary owner in Genesee County.
That's what we about to talk about. You already know it.
So that's what made me come back from Arizona. You know, initially, you know, when I moved away. So.
That's the next question I was going to ask. That was a beautiful question, and that was actually the best question to ask. Because the next question I was going to ask
my segue? You like my segue?
That's why you sitting right there. If y'all don't know, he sit across from me. Y'all can't never see him. I don't show him too much. You hear me? The man behind the vocals of Out of the Mud INC. I don't show him too much, but he's sitting right there for a reason. You left Arizona. Michigan changed a lot of laws.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Things start becoming legal to do.
Yes.
You started a dispensary, bro. I want to say, because they don't, you know what I mean, quote me all the way around, but I want to say one of the first Black owned dispensaries in the state of Michigan, in Flint.
Yep. It was
Sweet Leaf.
Yeah, Sweet Leaf. So I started out. So this is a story. This is my ghost story, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So ghost from power. You know. So this is a real life thing. This really happened. So you can. At this time, I was partners with the owner of Sharky's. His name is Jerry. Jerry.
Shout out to Jerry.
Y'all can go over and talk to Jerry. He'll tell you the story, right? So, and Jerry don't talk to people that much. He's an older guy, big. He got money that he don't know what to do with. They call it FU money when you got that much money. So he got a lot of money, and he the one told me, like, you got a lot of balls talking to me the way you talk to me, you know, because, all right, so when I got in my first dispensary, I got into like a weed mall. All right. It was like 9 dispensaries there. So when I first started, I was the 9th dispensary. Mall. It was like a weed mall. So when Sweet Leaf first, what it was like a mall. It was a place where Sweet Leaf wasn't the actual dispensary. Sweet Leaf was like the housing community for these small entities, these small dispensaries that everybody owned on their own. You know, these little subsidiary dispensaries, so to speak, right? So it was almost like a flea market.
You were like a warehouse?
Yeah, warehouse, flea market, social club.
So like Sam's, and then everybody put their product in Sam's.
So it was like that type of deal, but everybody had their rooms where they was selling their own product. So when I got in, they had been there for a couple of years, and I got in. That was POOHDIDDY's Medical Relief was my when I opened up. I started with a little table like that where he got this set up on, and like 3 jars of weed. You know what I'm saying? I had like 3 jars of some. I had I had some personal growers. We had our own stuff, our own signature strands of bud and things like that. So I would say I walked in there with a little book bag. This was November 16th, 2015. November 15th, 2015, I want to say I walked in there. 2015. I walked in there. First day, I'm sitting down. I got like 3 jars of weed. I see the people coming through. It's mostly white people. I had never been inside of a dispensary or anything like that. So it's mostly Caucasian folks. So this is how I knew that, you know, by default, the government don't know that they made black people professionals with drugs by putting them in our communities without You know, because people who smoked weed, we learned how good weed was because we didn't have insurance growing up in our neighborhoods. If you got sick, you drink a Verner, smoke a blunt. If you felt better, you knew it was good weed. If you didn't feel better, you had to get some better shit. You know, so they made us professionals with a lot of things by default. So I was sitting in my dispensary for the first day. This is my first day. An old white lady walked past. She was about 80 something years old, right?
80 years old.
80 years old.
Man.
All right. This lady is 90 something now. She's 80. What's today? What's this?
2026.
26. That was 11 years ago. She was 80 something. She's 90 something, and she's still my friend. She still get her weed from me, everything to this day. So this how crazy this story is. So she's walking by. She's with her husband. He's an older guy. You can tell he's probably racist. Don't like most older cats in that age, and they white. They steal from slavery times. They still don't fuck with niggas. You know, and that's the truth. So he was looking like, I'd never go in there. She came in there. She asked me. She was like, "Do you own this place yourself?" I said, "Yeah, I'm the owner." She was like, "Let me see your stuff." She turned to her husband and said, "Baby, I told you his stuff was gonna be good. He black." All right, I swear to God, all right, I'm not lying. She was like 80-something years old, and that just gave me the dynamic to understand that no matter what you're doing, if you put 10 people in the alley and they selling drugs and 9 of them was white and 1 of them was black, they're going to the black guy every time, man. Because they made us professionals. Because they know that's why they drive from different areas and come to the hood.
Oh yeah,
and you know, so the same thing. So I started to use that dynamic with the medical marijuana. You know, where I understood that, you know, they was coming because I was black. So I made sure that since I was black,
had the best around.
You got to have the best of everything, because the standard that they hold us to is that, you know, even if something is right, something ain't right. All right. I don't care what it is. If you black, I don't care how good something is, something ain't right with you. The way you got there, the way you doing it, who you are, how you present yourself, everything. Everything is questionable just because of the color of your skin. And that's a real thing.
That's a real thing.
After a while,
I believe it's that old saying, like the ice is colder on the other side of the street.
That's right.
And we got the same ice.
You got the same ice. All right.
And ours probably pure.
And
we
ours
created the ice machine.
And we ain't pissed in it. You know, we don't piss outside and shit. You know, so it's just things like that. So now back to that story, how me and Jerry became very close friends. All right. So this place was, I would say, when I first came in there, all these places was booming. You got to think every place in there was making, let's just say minimum $1,000 to $2,000 a day. And it's 10 dispensaries in here. All right. It's 10 dispensaries in this place making $1,000 to $2,000 a day. So you just do the math. So if every place is just making $1,000 a day, that's $30,000 for that one place. But there's 10 of them in there. So that's $300,000 a month.
That money.
You know what I'm saying? So after I was there for about 6 months, when you would come into the Sweet Leaf, it was 9 dispensaries. It would be 25 people in Sweet Leaf shopping. 22 of them would be lined up in my room, and 3 of them would be shopping around the other 8 places. So it came to the point to where the owner was like, "Why is everybody coming to you?" You know, and I'm like, "Well, I got better stuff," and it's like that, because I didn't want to just tell them, you know, it's me. It's I'm black. I'm a nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's the difference between niggas and black dudes. You know, they think it's all. It's not. It's a difference between that too.
It's a big
you
difference.
got good and bad black people. You got good and bad niggas. It's a big difference, and most people don't know that because they ain't been on both sides.
Yeah, facts.
You know, they don't know. They ain't had a chance to see both sides. You know, so I'll say about 6 months later, I was talking with my lawyer. He was like, "Bro, we got to make like a power move, man, and like do something." I said, "I need to sit down and talk to Jerry." So I went down and talked to Jerry. I said, "Look, everybody in this place is making these couple dollars a week." This is what I said I did. This was my ghost moment almost, you know. So I went to him and I was like, you know, everybody in here making this certain amount of money per month. And he had a dispensary in there and it wasn't really making that much. I was like, you know, you think about what everybody making per month plus what you're charging everybody. If you was to put everybody out of here but me and you and just had the 2 rooms, you had a Sweet Leaf and I had the one, you keep all that and then I just had the 1 room, you know. So he told me straight to my face, "Well, I've been knowing these people a long time. What would make me not just put you out and then just keep all them here?" I was like, "Well, that's a decision that you can make." I said, "But this is about business, correct? Right. You know, this is not about personal feelings or how long you know nobody knowing anybody. This is about business and this is about what numbers make sense." So without me knowing, about 2 months later, he put everybody else out of there, and it was just me and him. It was Sweet Leaf, and then it was POOHDIDDY's Medical Relief in the back.
And it was booming. Everybody in Michigan was talking about.
Oh my God, I had
POOHDIDDY Relief and Sweet Leaf.
Snoop Dogg, Boosie, everybody and their mama, you know, from Tony Rock and all the celebrities in town, you know,
it was across the world. People was talking about you, for sure.
Getting heavy. So at one point in time, he ended up coming to me asking, like, all right, so because the same thing ended up happening how it was with the 9 rooms. When it was just us two, it would be 25 people in the building, 23 would be in my little room, and 2 would be in the whole rest of the place. And he like, well, that's when I finally had to tell him. I said, look, it ain't got nothing to do with the medical marijuana. It's me. I said, I'm a good person, and I'm a pillar in the community. I've been doing a lot of things. I said, and I'm a professional when it comes to medical marijuana. Then he started asking me, how are you a professional? And I had to tell him, it is because I'm Black. All right, it's because I grew up in the hood. It's because the disadvantages that I had, I didn't know where they would give you advantages. You know, growing up in the hood and the certain aspects we grow up learning through life, they can give you advantages in some of these corporate worlds if you learn how to apply those different aspects in different areas of your life. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, all right. He made me long story short, he made me an offer I couldn't refuse. All right. And I don't put people in my business too often. Like I said, I don't tell you numbers, but like at one point in time, you know, I told you I went home every day for maybe over a year straight with over $5,000 in my pocket every single day, not a week, not every single day. You know what I'm saying? So,
I already know people was talking about you, and it was all over the world,
and it was a good time, and
I was like, that's my bro. For real. That's the funny part about it. They're like, what? I'm like, that's my bro for real. Like, I can call him right now.
Yeah. So
they're like, that's crazy.
That came to the time to where he ended up being like, hey, you know what? You just because of who you are, I'm gonna just make you a partner in the Sweet Leaf, and let's just partner up all together. And that's how I actually became the first actual Black person with any ownership to any dispensary in Genesee County or the state of Michigan.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's a real thing, you know. So, but it was a lot of tricky things I learned with business throughout that, you know, time and situation. You know, I didn't get no bold deal because I made money I don't like to talk about. You know, I made and spent money I don't even like to mention. You know, so it's just I learned a lot. It was a good learning curve for me to learn for my next level of business. You know what I'm saying? For what I was going to do next and all the different things, you know, to come after. So,
yes, sir.
So yeah, but Sweet Leaf was a great time and a great thing. And I'm me and my wife opening another dispensary 2027. So yeah, so I just
be on the lookout, y'all.
Be on the lookout. And I mean I could put a little bit of business out there. I did just purchase
we was getting to it.
We was getting to it.
Purchase
for another bar.
Yes, sir.
Right here close to downtown Flint. It's gonna be nice. We're gonna open it back up, you know.
It's going down. Make sure y'all tap in, man.
I'll get more news about that real soon in the next few days, next few weeks or so. People will be
y'all gonna hear live exclusive. We're gonna let y'all know when I know already. I ain't gonna lie to you. I already know.
It's gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be nice. It's something that I know what this city like. You know, being from here, I know what
we gotta have.
So you gotta have.
You gotta have it. It brings people together.
The only few things that bring people together. People ask me all the time, why did you go from owning a dispensary to buying a restaurant?
That's what the next question. You on point, bro, because that's exactly what I was about to ask you next.
All right, so
why would you go from owning a dispensary, and what happened in your life where you said, you know what, I want to open up a restaurant downtown Flint?
Me and my wife, we think a lot and we talk a lot about different things. So we sat down and we broke down to where we said, okay, we broke down business to what could be excluded. What's the main thing that break business up for most people? And we put it down to race and religion. Race and religion it kills business more than anything, almost like politics, your political stance and things. All right, so it's only 3 businesses you can get into that exclude race and religion. That's food, music, and sports. People will come together over good food at a sporting event. They'll cheer with you all day. When you leave, you'll be a nigga again. All right, but while you got that Patriots jersey on, y'all just Tom Brady fans. You know, so, and music. People will vibe to some good music. You know, so them are only 3 things. And Restaurants is the only thing that you can have that can bring those three things together: food, music, and sports. You know, you can play sports, you can play good music, you can serve good food. So I was figuring with that, we can't really lose while we jump into, you know, something else. But we so coordinated with what we do that this then took off to where we already got talks of franchise and all these different things were on the brick. So we just you know, moving forward like we can, you know, not trying to stay stagnant with things. So
that's dope. GFG2,
trying to leave something for these kids, you know.
Exactly.
So a question for me is, when it comes to navigating the business part of it, how important is it understanding not necessarily full politics, but the politics of how a city moves and what the city's going to do, and how to just make sure you make
the medical marijuana.
No, just in business period. Like, you know, because being downtown Flint, that's not necessarily easy feat.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. You know, being able
downtown anywhere is not easy.
Being a consistent businessman, going from one thing successfully to another thing successfully as a Black entrepreneur is not always simple. And then you get the Black tax to where things cost you more because people keep stuff from you and then make it and push the goalposts a little bit. But you so smooth with how you navigate. Give us a little breakdown on how important it is and what, just a couple steps on what people can do to figure that out.
Well, I'm glad you said that, like the Black tax thing.
Black tax.
All right. And you know what? I'm glad that you really did bring that up, because that's something I want to talk to mainly Black people about. You know, Black tax. Oh my God. So we can get into that, because that is that's a different type of thing. And that's a self-inflicted wound. All right. Black tax. All right. If you think about it, from most points of view, most Black people get into things without knowing the real layout of things. All right. They don't really have paperwork. We do a lot of handshake deals, things like that. All right. That's where all the taxes come in on us, the Black tax, or back end tax that we don't know about, because we don't take the proper channels of getting into things the right way. All right. Because we always think everything is bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Because that's how we grow up in the hood. It come from our mentality of selling dope or whatever the case may be, you know, selling any type of drug, what they would call, you know.
It's a hand to hand, and it's a straightforward purchase.
It's a straightforward
and buy.
And that's what we used to, instead of putting your money into something and knowing how processes and structures. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that
rules, regulations.
But we follow those rules, regulations in the street. You don't do certain stuff. You don't step on certain stuff. You don't do certain things.
Right.
You don't. But we don't follow those regulations when it comes to things that should be regulated in big corporate business. All right. That's why most of us never was taught how to apply those certain aspects that we learn when we keep these certain codes to business. We don't learn how to apply those aspects when we're trying to switch over into what we want to do in life. That's why it be that bit of confusion where people like, damn, I just made $100,000 selling dope. I can't open a convenience store. All right. Because they don't understand those processes and structures. And they're very simple. All right. It's very simple processes and structures. It's just like doing it. All information is free now.
It's free.
You ain't got to ask no questions no more. They tell you everything
Perplexity,
step by step. You can get them right on your phone and say, hey, show me the process of opening a new restaurant. And it's going to say, first step, you need to do this, go establish a DBA, open a bank account. So if you start making money today, you have somewhere your money can go so you can file your taxes properly, get in touch with a CPA or get some kind of class on your own so you can learn how to file your actual business tax, so you can raise your business credit, all these different things that it's little steps that it takes small capital to do, but it saves you so much in the end, and it saves you from getting messed over. You know how most rich people, you know how companies get their ideas? Just like, say, for when we was small, when we was young, right? We used to go to the store and buy potato chips, and it'll say, give us your chip idea on the side of the bag, and we'll give you a special something. Do you think if they use your chip idea, they're going to call you?
It's not.
No, because
not at all.
Thank you, because you just gave out that information for free. But it's about how your process and your structure of how you're going to do your business. You can either let people work for you, or you can work smarter, or you can work harder and try to do everything yourself. It's all little things. People want to feel so involved in anything. Most people's ideas come from other people who never knew that they gave them that idea. All right, and they're not going to come and tell you, so they can give you their money that they got from it or anything like that.
Give you your money. That
give you your money that you really made. That you know what I'm saying? So
you heard what he said.
So what I heard you say, if people go back to this and rewind, that you just gave them a step by step on some things to get rid of the black tax, which you said is a self-imposed,
it's self-inflicted wound.
It's a self-inflicted wound.
We do. I'm gonna tell you what is. What happens?
Ignorance.
It's ignorance, and that's our ignorance, and we don't take the proper channels and proper steps. But it is something that does happen when you are just like, okay, when I was, which my partners in Sweet Leaf got a chance to experience once they finally was like, okay, this guy is our partner. He's a part owner of this place. They experienced some things that they wasn't even expecting to happen, to where, let's say, if all dispensaries were scheduled to get inspection from the state 3 times a year, we got 9 of them. All right. We got one almost every month, just to make sure, because ain't no way that this black dude is doing good business over here. Ain't no way he's just doing all the way straight legit business. It don't work like that.
I don't think they was calling you black. I think
no,
I don't think.
Oh, you know what they calling you. This nigga. This nigga. I'm trying to give him some leeway. I'm gonna say, this color boy. So so take it back to all the way back to the days. So it's just that's our viewpoint. So we do have a duty to, if we gonna put ourselves in certain circles, you have to hold yourself to a certain standard. Everything you do, because you really do represent everybody.
You represent
based on what you just said, I would call that part the uninflicted black tax.
Uninflicted black tax.
But
all right,
you had other people that saw that tax and was like, where did this tax come from?
Where's this coming from? And they had to start questioning, like, hey, what the hell going on? I had to start telling them, hey, that's because of me, right? They like, no way. Then it happened again. They like, oh shit. Then it made them have a different eye on everything that was going on. Shout out to my brother Bruce Leach. This is my friend and my brother. We raised our kids together. His kids call me Uncle Delano, Uncle Pooh. They love me. His mom and dad love me. They call me. I go over to their house and eat everything. This is my lawyer. This is my friend. He told me, all right, straight up and down. He was the one that called me about the dispensary. He said, hey, I'm finna make you the first black dispensary. He's like, you one of the smartest people I ever met in my life. He said, I never met nobody like you. I'm finna put you in a position where you can take care of your kids for the rest of your life.
Okay.
All right. And when that man told me one day, I ain't never seen nobody deal with things the way you dealt with. He said, I thought I knew that black people deal with stuff. Till me and him got close, and he started seeing things to the point to where he had to put my car insurance and my car registered in his name. So when the police run my plate, his name pop up. Even to the point to where he got a phone call one day. I call him right now. I'll call him while we on live on the air right now. Let me see if he answered the phone.
Here we go, live in effect, Thursdays with Third.
I'm riding the car.
And this is Out of the Mud exclusive. And this story, this is the epitome of Out of the Mud.
All right, so I'm riding the car. The police on the side of me. He calls me. They was just behind me for a long time, following me for the longest. They get on the side of me, they looking at me. He calls me. He said, the police on the side of you? I said, yeah. He said, they just called me because they ran your license plate and my name popped up. He was like, and I told him, leave him the fuck alone, stop bothering him. Yeah. So that's a real life story, to where he even had to start doing things where he was like, damn, he had to start questioning how
he saw the black tax.
He saw the DWB, all you could think of.
Now I hear y'all saying black tax, but for people can you break it down in layman terms what actually is black tax?
Well, before he says what he say about it, he put levels on it.
Yeah.
So I'm going on a certain level to where it's undeniable. You can't get around it. It's just like a tax. You wake up and this is what you got to deal with.
What you got to deal with every day
surface things such as driving while black, such as shopping while black, such as doing business while black.
I know y'all wanted to know that.
He put on another level of it. But hold up. You don't have to have all this tax on yourself. You can get rid of 70% of it by getting rid of ignorance.
Some of it come by default. You can't do that about some of it. But it is some things you can be prepared for. And we got to be better prepared. We only prepare for the club, concerts, things like that. We pay our money for in advance. We're not prepared for funerals. We're not prepared for mortgage delays. We're not prepared for blackouts. We're not prepared for the shit that people should be prepared for. We prepare for the wrong things. All right.
POOHDIDDY
help us in life, So and that come with growth and growing up and seeing all the money I done had the luxury of being able to blow in my life. Whereas like if I could have sat down for 2 years straight, I'd be up $2-3 million.
Man.
You know, that I wouldn't know what to do with. And that's all from helping people who I couldn't call today, you know, for some help, you know. So this is my lovely fiance, y'all. Baby, I'm on a podcast.
Yes, sir. Live in effect. You on speaker right now. Yeah, come and talk. Come and talk to me. Talk to me.
It's
live in effect, Out of the Mud INC, Thursdays with Third. Special guest, Delano POOHDIDDY Burton. He just got a phone call right now. Make sure y'all call in 248-820-5053. Y'all have some more questions for Delano. Shout out to everybody who's been tapping in. Wifey on the phone right now. What's up?
Say hi, baby. All right, so when I get done with this, everything okay?
Yeah, just call me on Tinder.
All right, I love you, baby.
I love you too.
All right.
It's real. That's Black Love, y'all. Make sure y'all tap in on the bricks, downtown Flint, right across the street from Capitol Theater, man. Make sure y'all support.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to some people that sponsor. I want to give a shout out to Gigi Eats and Treats. She normally here, and she normally is our exclusive chef, Gigi.
Okay.
And
she should have brought some treats for the show.
She normally would have. Yeah. I promise you, but she was sick today. Yep, that's exactly what
we normally do. So y'all brought me in on a halfway basis. I ain't getting what I'm supposed to get.
No, you getting what you supposed to
get.
I promise you.
I'm supposed to get some perks.
You getting it. I promise you. We'll bring it over to On the Bricks.
Say no more.
You hear me? It's on the flow for sure.
All right.
You know what I mean? But what we will grant you with, and you will get it at the end of this week. I have an award that I give to people, and it's called an Everyday Hustler Award.
Okay.
And that's something that I want to give to you, and I want to grant to you live in effect on Out of the Mud INC.
Gladly accept that award.
Yes, sir. Everyday Hustler Award. Yep.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Signed by the one and only Gene Hodge III, a.k.a. Flint Finest III, right. Mr. Chubby Game, Mr. N, you know that.
And you know that.
You hear me?
You didn't say it right. You didn't say it right.
Oh, I got to say it right.
You got to say it right.
Mr. N, you what? And you know that.
Oh, here go my lawyer.
Uh-oh, lawyer calling. Tap in, y'all.
He probably thinks something wrong. See, that's how much of my brother is. I didn't mean to wake you up, bro, but I'm on a podcast. Oh, okay, yeah. All right. So I was on here.
Tell me live.
I'm live on the podcast Thursdays right now on air. Thursdays with Third. Say what's up, everybody. This is my lawyer brother, Bruce Leach.
What's up, Bruce Leach?
Everybody, how you doing tonight?
We good.
So,
Miami, go Canes. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Championship.
See, I was telling them the story of how so bad it got with the police when they was messing with me when we first partnered all the way with Sweet Leaf, that you had to put my car and my insurance and in your name. And one day the police was behind me and they called you and was like, we got a guy in the car, ran the place, it's your name. You was like, yeah, leave him the fuck alone. So, and that's why I tell y'all this is my brother. So this is him on
brother,
the phone.
I always got you. I'm always there no matter what.
Yeah, so
we're gonna get it done.
Exclusive.
Make sure everybody gets treated properly and fairly, and they don't have any cause to mess with anybody.
That's right. That's a real life story, and he don't play when it comes to
man, we go way back, brother.
his representing people. You know what I'm saying?
What a blessing we have.
That's right. What a blessing we have to have put our families together the way we have. You know what I'm saying?
That's destiny. You look at it in hindsight. No way any of that's coincidence.
I ain't telling the story of the case we beat that got us here. That got everybody.
Aside from that, just the timing of everything.
Yeah.
How life unfolds, the opportunities that come up.
That's right.
The people that you meet, and it's
just
far and few between and very rare that you get a real one that you can
that's
absolutely
right.
count on, like you, bro.
Thank you, bro, and I really appreciate that coming from you, man. More than you know, bro. I ain't mean to call you so late, so when we get done here, I'm gonna hit you up when I get out of here. All right.
All right, you guys have a great night.
Yes, sir. Right, you too. Appreciate you for calling. Back.
All right.
Y'all heard a live and effect exclusive Out of the Mud INC. When I tell you, Delano,
they might be shadow banning us because
what's up?
They been stopped
my Facebook acting weird.
They shadow ban. I get shadow banned, bro. I really do. So I want you to know.
It's the one and only.
I ain't never seen this message.
I get shadow banned. Yeah, so I'm telling you now, I get shadow banned so much, especially when I start talking about medical marijuana.
I'm trying to tell you
instantly. So
y'all already know what's going on.
They've been flagging me since they was raiding my spots. And
they really for real.
Yeah.
They was hating on you so hard.
Oh my God. I still get a little bit of it, but it's all good.
Man.
But
y'all know what it is, man. I appreciate you for coming and rocking with us. You know what I'm saying? Delano POOHDIDDY, he does
I'm
get
here.
the Everyday Hustler Award. Man, I only like to interview people who I seen with my own two eyes or who I heard through people that I really, really look up to or mentored or, you know what I mean, just call my bros, you know, growing up in Flint. If you a bro, it's real. I don't call nobody my bro that I don't genuinely have love for. And you was one of those persons.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that more than you can understand.
You know what I mean? On behalf of Out of the Mud INC, Thursdays with Third, you do get the Everyday Hustler Award.
I appreciate
Delano
that.
POOHDIDDY Burton.
Accept that with all the honor and admiration that you can imagine, bro. I'm gonna hang it up in my house. You think I'm playing? I'm gonna send you a picture of it. So
I appreciate it. So. Hey, make sure y'all support Carmen girls varsity basketball team. They do have a game tomorrow, Friday at 5:30 and 7 o'clock. JV in varsity. Make sure you go tap in. And shout out to On the Bricks. Make sure y'all subscribe on Facebook On the Bricks /Flint. On the Bricks, that's ONTHEBRICKS. Yes, and the significance is On the Bricks is because downtown Flint have the bricks. We on the bricks with it. Live in effect, man.
That's how we thought of the whole name.
That's crazy.
We had real conversations like how this would sound like. Girl, I'm downtown on the bricks.
Like,
that's what you mean? You had back to the bricks? Like, no, I'm on the bricks. I'm at the restaurant. Like on the bricks. Like, just come downtown until you get to the bricks. You'll see it. You know,
I love it.
Makes sense, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. It's the one and only number one host in Michigan. Flint Finest the Third, Mr. Inya. What? You know
I didn't know we was done, y'all. I thought I was here all night. You know,
man, we can't be. We'll be here all night.
I ain't got nowhere to be.
You ain't got nowhere to be.
And look, I done shared this on many platforms, from Atlanta to New York to
you know they
Texas,
all around the world on
all
this.
kinds of stuff. So I've shared it with our Facebook groups and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that because I knew you were gonna drop some diamonds.
You got to,
not gems, but some diamonds.
Diamonds,
like straight up platinum diamonds. You was gonna deliver all of the silver that they took from Venezuela. So
he said, "Give me that,
it, man. All we can do is tell the truth, man. You know,
that's what I want. I want somebody to come up here that's gonna tell the truth. I don't want to bring people up here that's gonna cap and they just up here just trying to get some clout off of my name or something because they ain't made it.
People ain't been through a lot.
They haven't been through nothing.
Got to go through some things to be able to tell some things. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna tell you what they think they know or what they heard or things like that. I'm only gonna tell you what I actually know, what I've been through,
and I believe that.
Yeah, so that's it.
I believe that, and I appreciate you for
all the truth I got to give, baby.
You know, make sure y'all tap in. Make sure y'all. What's up?
So before you go out,
go ahead.
Now you gave us past, present, and some future. What are your hopes and dreams for Flint, for your family, and for your economic?
Well, I'm glad y'all asked.
Let's do it.
You know, hopes and dreams for Flint. So I'm talking with some people now. These are actual talks. So I'm talking with a guy. He's from a company called Inertia. Shout out to Tony. He's out of Ontario, Canada. They own an energy company and they build I guess what you want to call living communities, just like the projects and things like that. But they indoor with a school, restaurants, all these different things, these living amenities in a luxury.
So their own
ecosystem. To where everything is paid for and everybody can actually live in. It's an actual community, not where it's like everybody ain't got to worry about no resources. Everybody ain't got to worry about who living like what, because everybody's living in this same community where this person can be rich, this person could, but everybody's mortgage and everybody's living and rent is the same and it's affordable housing to where the energy is already provided through the company and through the housing and all these different things to where it's just like the affordable housing how they do it today, but it's better and more efficient.
But self-sufficient
communities to where you ain't got to worry about people going to schools and I got pictures and everything. This is a real thing, so I'm gonna show y'all some of these.
So you say you in talks with these folks in order to make that a reality?
Yes, this is something that's actually probably coming to fruition within the next few years. So this is a real thing. This is already something that they sending me, like the build outs, the printouts of these things, and we in talks. And so he want me to do.
Oh wow!
He want me to do the economic development piece in all these different places to tell them the different economics from our point of view, you know, because yeah, you're gonna build some of these in Southfield, but you got to build some in the hood too. So it's different economics for different areas. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to be an economic voice for our area, you know, of from our branch of people to what we really need and what really makes our communities thrive and the things we need for our children, you know, because everybody now can't go off the same cycle how school is. Right. You know, like that's the craziest social experiment once you get older and you get to think about it. It's like, you know, they put you in the same room with they pretty much make everybody think alike. Ain't no choice. Ain't no grading scale that can say you think better or you think better than most. You only can get an A through an E. All right. That's it. And all you got to do to get an E is not come. Period. You know, you can get a B or a C just showing up, signing your name every day. You know, copying the paper. You don't really have to learn anything. Right. You know, they just want you in there for protocol to learn a system, to learn how to operate off of a bail system and different things like that, where it's easy. You program. It's programming like everything else. You know what I'm saying? So, that's another whole nother
different
subject.
Type of institutionalization.
Yeah. So that's a whole nother subject, you know. So easy transition. Prison work the same way.
That's what I was about to say. That's the prison,
just like schools.
Yeah,
you know. So if most people never been, so they don't know, but they work the exact same way.
Well, I know it from the aspect of the military. I was in the military.
Yep, military. I heard military works the exact same way. You know, they bells and sirens.
One is left, one is right.
One is left, one is right. That's right. So, and I heard from people. I haven't experienced the military. My dad, my uncles, I got friends that been there. It's the same community like it is out here. Y'all got to deal with the same racism, racial iniquities that y'all got to deal with out here.
It's magnetized.
It's you feel because they get to talk to you a certain way because you sign
because it's a closed community.
Exactly. So it's just everything. Nothing changes on every scale. So that's what we gotta, you know, teach each other in our community is that how to like I said, how to control your emotions in every aspect of life. All right. How not to let this thing make you crash out over here, you know, or blow up over here. You know, the better off we control our emotions, the better off we gonna be with making decisions with everything, you know. So
now I want to put this on your shoulders, and I'll say this, and they're gonna know it when I say it. So, what's the most important part of that door system right there that you see in front of you?
What you mean the most important part?
What's the most important part of that door system?
The frame.
So you say the frame is the most important?
Yeah.
Okay. Does the frame stop anything from working?
Yeah.
Okay.
The frame stop the door from being held up and opening and closing and stop everything.
That's very important. Yeah. But what I say from my perspective is the hinges.
The
hinges is the smallest part of that system. And without the hinges, the frame don't matter and the door don't matter.
Well, I had a room with the door without no hinges before. I used to just pull the door out the way.
You messing up my whole concept. Right. He told the whole concept like, hey,
pick the door up, put it
out the way, put it inside.
It don't work right.
I done had one of those.
It don't work right. It don't work right. It don't work right though.
The hinges make it work right.
That's right.
It make it smooth.
Make it work right.
It holds the weight. Yep. So I digress and I say that when it comes to us from Flint specifically, the Midwest in general, we are the hinges of everything that we get involved in. Yeah. And I'm saying this to you directly because you are like a master hinge. You're like a bank hinge. You like a bank vault doors, they real heavy and you get excited about the bank vault door when they open and close, but you don't pay attention to the hinges that's making it smoothly move.
Yeah.
You're one of those hinges.
Yes, sir.
So next time you go to, you know, what used to be Citizens Bank, which is now Huntington, ask to see if you can look at that vault door.
I know how it works.
And then understand what I'm saying with that. Because
I appreciate that.
Wherever you go, like even with your story with the cannabis stuff, it didn't work unless it was you. Everybody was making money. Everybody's doing what they was doing. But what made it so smooth? What made it move the way it needed to? What made that man make a decision 20 versus 1? He needed the hinges to work right. Yeah. He had a doorknob, had a key, all this other stuff, known those doors and keys and stuff in the frame forever. But like, man, this hinge right here, I can set any door on this hinge.
Yeah,
I need it.
I can make a frame and build a house around this hinge.
I need it.
So I just want you to take that, understand that, like when, just like you said, when you do something for somebody and they represent you, when you go out and you do stuff for people, you represent us
Flintstones
and the
community,
and like what we were saying earlier, like the folks that you see that are superstars,
that way.
They don't see what made those superstars.
Yep.
The people that was behind there, they don't know what people had to, what protected them, or what pushed them, or what caused the fear to make them move in order to become the strong hands to is.
Yeah,
and you one of those that show all that from all kinds of aspects.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that more than you know, brother. More than you know, man. Love. Real shit.
For real.
Damn, that's big time, you know. I don't carry that lightly, and I do carry myself. I feel like I'm representing a lot of people when I'm out. Ain't no telling who. I just know I ain't just only representing me when I'm out. I don't carry myself that way. So
yes, sir. 10 years ago, that's what you told me. Yeah. And that's why every single time I come out here, I remember that I'm representing something.
Yep,
city, somebody, friends, brothers, cousins, you know, so I try to move with that same type
and you
of
do. I watch you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's big time, man. I appreciate that, man. That's them real heartfelt words right there, man. That's real thing.
That's 100. I ain't saying it unless I believe it.
That's why he's sitting right there.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I told you earlier, I heard about you long ago. I was trying to meet you 10 years ago, you know, but life never made that path cross. And so, you know, but I never heard anything but positive and positive things and things of progression, you know, about you. There was nothing ever negative about your name.
Thank you.
You know, so thank the people that had to talk about you.
Thank them. I appreciate that.
You know, it's always, ain't nobody perfect, and we all have marks on ourselves. But to be able to move, you know, I'm inspired. I'm inspired by hearing what you're saying, and it makes me take another breath and say, okay, Flint is where I'm from, born, raised, Hurley, baby. Yep. Let me take this another day and see what I need to do to change me, to get rid of this black tax that I got.
Yep.
You know, what ignorance is it that I'm holding that I need to just let go? So I appreciate you for honoring us being here.
No, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate y'all giving me the platform, to be able to speak, so I appreciate that. Y'all have no idea, man. Y'all making me feel good, man.
That's the point. That's the point, man. Appreciate you for coming out. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all subscribe. RJ, you got something to say?
Oh, I had a
question. Said everything.
A question. Oh, man.
Yeah. I was gonna say this like 10 minutes ago. People don't even realize. I got to talk. Oh no, people don't even realize that POOHDIDDY is the guy. I always say he the guy behind the guy. You know what I'm saying? Because
he tell me that all the time.
He that person that your favorite celebrity, your favorite basketball player, or you know what I'm saying, or boxer call for advice. You know what I'm saying? I till I start rolling with him, I seen it firsthand. You know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna say no names. You know what I'm saying? But you will see them calling him like, "Hey, bro, I got this going on. What I need to do?" And this person, a multi-millionaire. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I believe that's super dope, bro. And I've always looked up to you for that reason.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Me and RJ did a lot of good business. We started a big Smokes and Jokes. We started our thing together.
Sweet Leaf, yes, sir.
That's still something that I'm planning on making bigger. That we already talked about. I got something big coming for that too. So
no, you are. And even when I'm out of town, I'm still like when I was in St. Louis with Nelly people. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm calling. I didn't realize the time difference. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm calling him and like I'm blowing up his phone at 1 a.m. Hey, like, hey, they doing Smokes and Jokes too. They want to see about coming to Flint and partnering.
Yep. So that's
it's on the floor.
Man. Yep, everything on the floor, baby.
A lot of stuff happening 2026, man. Make sure y'all tap in.
Big things happening this year. I'm excited for what's about to happen next for the city. It's some huge things happening for the city. I'm not gonna say much. I'm gonna let things come out the way they come out, so because don't nothing change people's mind like time.
Absolutely.
So and one reason I respect our mayor so much is because just like us as men, when you fixing things, you don't have time to explain nothing to nobody.
Facts.
Right? All right. And as a man, all you do is walk with your chest out and you show up everywhere people say you're not. And you doing what you're supposed to do. So I respect him so much for the things that people are about to be able to see. That's going to make them ask questions that they should have been asking instead of just going off of what they hear or what they think they see. Instead of going out to find out real information for themselves, our city hall is wide open. And like I said, people got time to look up other people's lives all day, but they won't look up vital information.
Yeah.
Most people don't know their blood type.
Facts.
My blood type is A. All right, most people don't know their blood type. All right, so it's
I'm O type.
It's some things people don't even know
I have a
about
rare
themselves.
O type.
But they can tell you their favorite celebrity, favorite thing to eat, their birthday, all these different stuff. They don't even know that much about themselves.
Yeah.
So we just got to change the mindset of our own people to be more self-aware. You know, just be more conscious of vital information. You know, and just our priorities, man. We
getting it together.
We getting it together. I was a victim of it together, because I grew up in it like it was things that was our normalcies. We gotta change them in our household so they start to trickle out and, you know, become a real thing again.
And we got to get those people that really live that lifestyle and really have morals and really have that emotional control to come on here and talk to these people. So
most of them don't want to talk about it. They want to stay at home in their safe place away from all the crazies. So that's
I'm pulling them outside.
Y'all
see, I got POOHDIDDY here, y'all. Y'all ain't seen him
so,
nowhere else.
I ain't been nowhere else.
He ain't been nowhere else. He coming. So, you hear me?
But yeah, we
I
trying
appreciate
to stay in the house and make sure we keep an eye on the ones we trying to protect from
the world.
The world today. Good Lord, if this world that my kids growing up in, I don't know who I would be if this was the world in high school.
Facts.
When I was in high school, I probably would have been, I don't know what I would have did. This is wild though. Like this,
like you said, they accept everything nowadays.
This scares me for my smaller children. It scared me the most. You know, I had a 12-year-old little girl, and this is I got all boys besides her. She is that scared me the most. You know, so but she's like me more than my boys. I've held her the closest, so she's more like me because she's my little girl. So I've been around her the most. I'm one of those fathers to where people can ask her mom, she didn't even get to take her to doctor's appointments when she was born. Like that's all me. The doctors only knew me. I don't play
Facts.
that.
That's how
I had to be there for every appointment from the doctors from when she was a baby till now. I don't play that when it comes to her, and she know it. So that's one thing we got to do more of, man. Just be I'll just say be there as a father. I can't tell nobody how to be a better father. Everything in life come with instructions. That chair, that box, everything come with instructions but a baby.
Facts.
All right, don't they give you one of those and be like, here you go. It's in a blanket.
It's up to you.
Go take care of it. When it cry, pat it on the back, give it something, put a titty in his mouth, feed it. There you go. It's on you from here on out. You know, so that's the only thing that come without them instructions. And just be around. Just be a model for them to see.
Take care of your kids.
Take care of your kids. Be a good model for them to see. And
matter of fact, shout out to my daughter Adriana out in San Antonio. She
right.
just had a basketball game today and she just killed it.
That's what's up.
Shout out to her. I'm trying to go to San Antonio next week to go see my baby play. Yeah, I haven't seen her play yet.
Oh man,
you trying to get everything
she
together.
Gonna love it. She gonna have her best game ever when you show up. She gonna look up and see you. She gonna get another pep in her step. Ain't nobody ever seen.
Like my daughter say, she about to get in that mode.
She about to get in that mode. That's what they call it nowadays. Yeah, I got my son. He played varsity football. He's a freshman. Thank God, he super athletic kid. He's, you know, he just squat 405. He set the freshman record for squatting up there the other day. So he's, I'm like, I love that, man. Like he into it. And he got that from my dad and from, you know, the stuff that's in him. He the best person in the world, you know. He don't cuss. He got straight A's. He don't listen to rap music. He just like being a good person. That's what's up. You know,
what's his music type?
He play instruments, so he listen to like jazz and different stuff. You know, R&B.
So he's cultured.
He cultured. He's
urban culture, black culture.
Yep. So he played a bass and he played like a different string instrument too, something else. But he is he can play the drums and he play football.
So he's cultured, not programmed.
Yep. He want to do anything that's with a gist on the end, like biologists or one of those. Like that's all he about. You know, like he love it. He is into the what you call the solar system, astrology, and all that stuff. Astronomy, he is all into that. I got him all the high powered telescopes. I'll wake up at 4 a.m. He be outside looking at the telescope. I'll be like, "What the hell is you doing?" Like, what?
That's me all the way.
He 15.
What was you doing at 15? How did your viewpoint look at 15?
You don't want to know. Good Lord.
So I'm saying just look at that.
That's what I'm more proud of.
Or not even a mirror, just the opposite.
Yeah, no. So I knew for a fact I didn't want them doing none of the things I was on at 15, 15 to 23, y'all wouldn't have had me in here doing nothing like this. I was living a whole nother life,
That
man.
Flint lifestyle.
Beyond that, you know what I'm saying? That's what moved me out to Arizona and California, places like that. You know, it's wild, man. It's wild, you know. So I've been fortunate enough to be at the top of a couple different circles in life and be able to tell the stories about it. Some stories I probably would never speak about, but you know, I've done all the things everybody think they can try to do in life. I sold all the biggest drugs and, you know, and it just, most of that stuff ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? If you can build that up, you can build anything up. You know what I'm saying? It's the same grind it takes to build that up as it takes to build you a business from nothing. Most people don't understand that they work a job for somebody else and then they put their dreams as their part-time.
Come on now.
Right? If they put 40 hours a week in what they really wanted to do,
talk to them.
They'll see a benefit out of it to where it'll be worth it for them to make a job part-time and put their life first. You know, most people just don't really see that. You know?
Message. What they say on Novi. Message.
Right. Yeah.
Now, with that said, this is a question to all y'all. Now, I know we got to take care of ourselves first in order to be able to do anything for outside of ourselves. Yep. But being that all this beautiful stuff we've been talking about, we do have some issues here in our community. Our youth are imploding in ways that we didn't. And what are some suggestions to being that village that we need to be in order to make sure that the youth that are reachable and the ones that want to be reached, they just a little lost, can get that, you know, being that you come from a space and a place to you can say, hey, I know what that looks like. I know where you can go to get out of it. Use it in a place from saying, hey, I know what pressure looks like when it comes to success and things, and people put you in a space and then life happens. I know what it is to be successful and make everybody laugh. And I might be in a space where I don't even want to laugh. And what do we do for our youth, male, female? And how can we commit without taking so much, without fixing things that we didn't break, but being committed to things that we need to make sure don't break?
Well, my take on that now, like I said, it come with time and growing older and wisdom and having kids, different perspectives for different people. You know, most people don't have children, so they think different things like that. I have children, so now I get to see things a little bit from where my mom and my grandparents talk from.
Standpoint.
And honestly, today, it's the exact same problem they said we had. It's music and it's TV.
TV.
All right, it's the things that they follow.
And phones.
All right, and their music and TV is phones. We didn't have these. We had our TV. We sat in front of TV more than that. They don't have to do that. They can sit in their room in front of their phone, and they follow that stuff more than they'll follow us. They think they look at it the same way we looked at it. Our parents said we was getting influenced by music. I told my mama she was crazy until I was selling bricks. You know, that's all the music I listen to. I listen to drug dealer music.
Facts.
Today they listening to drug user music. They talking about popping pills and doing. They ain't talking about getting money.
Anxiety.
They talk about
depression.
taking drugs and then going to bust a scam. They talk about stealing and taking drugs. It's a difference. We was in my day, what people who rap talked about getting money and putting money into the community. That's what was talked about. You know, that was the message. Even though we had to get the money the wrong way, what they called the wrong way, it was the only way we knew. That's what was there for us. That was the easiest thing for us to do besides going to college. If you wasn't going to college or you wasn't good at basketball and football in my era, you was trying to sell some dope. You know?
We were redistributing things that were distributed in our community.
That's it. So now you got to think about the music that's today.
I like how you said that.
Name me a top male artist today. Can't really name any because guess who the top artists today? Women. So guess who run the world today? Women.
Facts.
Guess who got the money? Guess who feel like they got the right to show their ass because they make the money?
It's women.
So everything is predicated on how it's a system. So you got to think his job is comedy. Your job is to run production. His job, he do a lot of different jobs. Somebody's job is people. Somebody's job is to push the narrative, to get people to think a certain way, to get little girls to want to shake their ass and think it's okay. Somebody's job is to think little boys, hey, tell him you a slide on his mama house. that's the music they want to put out. Everything is controlled. Somebody controls everything. You think people don't make good music? Fuck yes. People are every day making music about God, Jesus, about how we can save the earth, how, you know, if we come together, communities will be better. But that ain't what the people who own everything gonna push. They want to push a certain narrative that's gonna keep things out of control. The less people are in, the less you got control. What can you do with no control? Right. And if you can't control yourself, then we're it's just confusion. It ain't nothing but confusion after that, you know. So I don't. At this point, you got kids raising kids because they having kids, babies even younger. You know, it came in that cycle in that perpetuated cycle. We live in the same perpetuated cycle that we seen our parents go through with us. It's just a lot worse, and it's more in our face than it was with them. We could hide some shit from them.
Facts.
Now they can't really hide nothing from us because we can look at the same things they looking at. We know what they looking at. They give you the access, and we still let our kids do it. We still don't be like, man, give me that phone. Let me get that phone from you. No,
Go outside.
go outside.
Oh, I do.
You know?
Oh, I do though.
I do too.
Heck yeah.
It's hot out there.
Give
So
me that
what?
phone. I don't
That's
care.
giving you some energy.
We got water in the house.
So it's it, and that's a real thing. I love music, and I feel so biased because I grew up telling my mama and my dad and we all crazy as hell. And now I know for a fact I don't want
my kids.
I love Cardi B. I don't want my daughter listening to that shit.
Right.
All right. I love looking at Megan Thee Stallion, but you think I want my daughter being a hottie?
Right.
You think I want her to talk about she a hottie or a baddie? Fuck no. So I hate them bitches. All right. So much as I love them,
allegedly,
you know what I'm saying? So I hate them, you know. So and I don't even call women bitches. That's just something that us men say when we talk on our own time. We don't mean
it's an
that.
expression
It's
word.
a real expression.
We love our black women.
I love women to death. All right, all of mine know.
And it's not hating them; it's hating the image that's portrayed.
It's hating the image that's portrayed. All right,
that's portrayed.
I understand that.
Because best believe,
it's not
Cardi
necessary.
B, whatever her real name is, and Megan Thee Stallion, whatever her real name is, they don't act like that outside of what them rap lyrics say. There ain't nothing like that in their regular life.
Yeah, because Beyonce was telling them to the left, and she stayed with her man no matter what she went through.
No matter what, you know. So
yeah,
but it's just the world we growing up in. You know, I don't know. I tell I be careful. I have to be careful for my sons. I have to tell my sons, y'all got to be careful. The world y'all growing up in, these little girls attacking y'all in groups. They're like, come on, me and all my friends taking you home together. What the hell? They going up in a whole nother scary ass world right now. All right, so the little girls doing all the shooting, the setting up.
Yeah, they wearing the poo shiesty mask, everything.
It's wild. It's scary. You know, I'm scared of little kids. So much as I want to help them, that was one thing that made me. Somebody asked me a long time ago, why you start wearing cowboy hats? I said, my hats is the difference between somebody calling me bro and sir. All right. So when I started,
you know what? I never thought about it. I just, once I started seeing you wear the hats, I just kind of accepted it because I accept you as a man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So I never really seen the difference, but that is a good question.
That was the big difference.
I never
I'm
thought
gonna
about
ask a young nigga to think I can say anything to him different than what he hearing if I look like him.
Right.
You know, because we still look young. Most of us still look younger than them, most of them. But if you look like them, it's hard. They don't like listening to each other. So it's hard to identify. You have to establish some sort of authority, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? You have to be some kind of an elder to them, you know?
So it's more like a uniform.
It's more like a uniform.
It's part of your uniform in order to show authority and in order to show rank.
Yeah. That's a real thing. Your shoes and your hat, that speak a lot when you walk into a room. A young man, that's the first thing they look at. You got on Jordans like him, he gonna say, "What's up, bro? What's good, bro?" He gonna talk to you like you one of his homies. But you dressed a certain way, you got on a pea coat and a different type of hat, and you got on a Stacey Adams, he gonna say, "How you doing, sir?"
I agree.
It's a big difference. You know, it's all about approaching. That's how you're gonna approach them. You can't talk to them a certain way. You gotta have everything gotta work.
Tap in.
So same thing with us. When we were sitting on the streets, we knew when the pastors or the deacon, somebody was walking up because he had a certain look. We'll be like, "Look at this motherfucker. He must finna say something to us." You know what I'm saying? We already knew. You can identify it. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to make sure I identify myself with that because I'm more street than any of them. But you got to get to know that part about me. You know what I'm saying? You need to respect me first as you know who I am or who the person you want to respect. They only respect a certain image or certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Just like how real life is. Most black people don't like white people by default because they teach you to hate them in school, because they teach you about slavery, all that different shit. So they make you hate your friends that you grew up with in elementary. You get to middle school, they start teaching you slavery. You don't like little Tommy no more because you found out y'all was slaves and shit, but you wasn't no motherfucking slave. Your ancestors was, if it was for real, because I'm a logical thinker. You it ain't a motherfucker. A white man can't even stand in front of 20 of us today with a gun and make us do something that they want to do. They gonna have to kill one of us. So you think a motherfucker with a whip told 300 motherfuckers what to do? I don't believe it. I'm one of them. I'm a logical thinker. It's hard for me to believe that 200 big ass niggas let a little white man with a whip tell all them, y'all go out there and pick cotton, or I'm gonna fuck y'all up with this whip. They would have stretched that motherfucker apart. They would have tore that motherfucker in pieces. All right. So this is, to me, a lot of this is made. It's like I said, it's protocol like everything else. Is to get you to believe something. So to get you to think a certain way. If you mad, you can't think rationally. You don't think with no sense, logically. So that's the same thing like politics. Politics is red and blue, like Crips and Bloods. They call it Democrats and Republicans. It's the same shit. They tap in. When politics come around, they start preaching racism, all that different shit. You know, because to make you mad, to make you vote a certain way, because you can't think straight if you're emotional.
Come on.
All right. So everything drives you a certain way to drive your thinking. So it's easy to persuade you to think a certain way when you feel in a certain way. That's why in church it's easy to get you to give, because everybody dancing and jerking at the same time. So it's say, oh no, we got you there. Let me pull this plate out. Everybody sow a seed. They call it sowing a seed. You know what I'm saying? So can you go to church right now and ask for help with your bills?
You can. You can go there and ask
what they gonna say. We'll pray for you.
Yeah, it's a system set up not to assist that way.
Some of them, it's a system set up to not for it to assist that way. But my grandma called me when she need help with her bills, not her pastor. I told her, if you get all the family to sow a seed into me every Sunday, we'll open a new business every year.
That's deep.
That was crazy.
So it just if people got to start changing the narrative, change the perspective.
So I am Supreme Clientele just said, my grandmother set me straight. My people were already here as indigenous Americans. We never seen slave ships.
Real life. Never in your life. Have you ever seen a replica of one or anything? You've seen it in the book. You've seen a painting in the book.
I believe that my folks was here, period.
Yeah, you seen a painting in the book.
Because I understood at the grave of my enslaved relatives that were enslaved on paper. And the rebellion of the stories that I can't really. I got folks that went against them people that said they was them people.
Yeah.
And my people was like, where, when, how,
when.
So regardless of what the suppression or supremacy was, it was always a fight.
Always a fight. It always will be. And it was, like I said, it's a systematically created fight. You learn it from elementary school. They let you play all you want until you get to a certain age where you can understand. Then they say, here go a history book.
Push the narrative.
I'm finna fuck your life up with this history book. All right. We owned y'all. Y'all was all slaves. We brought y'all here in boats. You get mad in school automatically. You don't like your teachers. Fuck these hunkies. All that shit. You turn into, it breed hate in you automatically. That wasn't even there. They put some hate in you right then and there.
Push the narrative.
So by default, you already don't like them.
So hopefully they don't flag the whole show just because of that one word.
Because of that one word. That's how I go. So it wasn't meant in that context.
Allegedly. Understood. But I'm saying that's how their system works.
That's how their system works.
Well, you can say the N word all day long.
All day. But if you say another word that can push a narrative, that can make people think a certain way, you're like, damn, it just all of it is like I said, somebody's job is to push. Somebody's job is people. All right, that's somebody's job. So whoever made that book, their job was to push, and obviously it's doing its job because they ain't changed it yet.
They haven't.
It's working right.
It's working right. It's doing a job that they suspected it to do, or they would have changed it by now.
That's a fact.
The Bible even changed. It stopped doing what they wanted it to do, so they had to change the Bible even. School books ain't even changed, but the Bible has changed in all these years. So tell me how much sense that makes. That mean that it wasn't doing the job they needed it to do. So they had to change it to where it started working correctly. Now they don't touch it no more. So it's just, I don't know, man. Common sense ain't common. It's never been common. I won't say it ain't common. Common sense never been common.
Never been common.
People never had common sense. That. They only had the sense people was giving them.
They
never thought for themselves.
So I think that's another thing that sets you apart and causes your success to be what it is, because you're not sitting or stating or speaking in a boxed space.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a freedom in how you're speaking and how your thoughts go. You know, a lot of us have a democratic box mentality, a group mentality that if you don't vote this way, if you don't move this way, if you don't say this way, if you don't praise this way, then something wrong with you.
Well, you got sheep, you got shepherds.
Facts.
That's it.
So
it's a lot of sheep. It's only a few shepherds.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so until you learn, until you say, why we all going this way, the shepherd's still standing there. Somebody gonna ask sooner or later, why you standing here? And he gonna tell them, shit, they finna go get killed over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
It just but the shepherd don't stop nobody.
You gotta have a Noah somewhere.
You gotta have a Noah somewhere.
Yes,
you know?
Why you building that ship? You just wait. Rain coming. What's rain?
That's it.
Yeah, I'm telling you it's coming.
I'm telling you it's coming, you know. So but now we already know it's coming and we just choose to ignore it.
Right.
That has been here before.
To self-tax ourselves.
That's to self-tax ourselves. All right. Not be ready. All right. Not avoid those hurdles that we systematically put in our own way because what's the norm or what we should be doing or what they think or what happened before. If you've seen somebody walk somewhere and hit their head, why would you walk right that same path and say, I ain't gonna hit mine though.
Right.
You know,
I'm gonna scream out, say, hey, watch yourself, and walk the other way.
Mm-hmm. Most people gonna say, I just seen dog hit his head right there. Shit, let me go see what's on the other side anyway. I'm gonna take my lump too.
That's crazy.
So that's how scared people are.
People have told me stuff like that before.
Yeah, it's the truth.
It's the truth.
And our job as fathers is, I tell my sons this all the time. My job as a father was life is like walking through a rose bush. So all the cuts that I endure walking through here, I should be able to at least save you a couple cuts along your way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're supposed to do with all the youngins. Mm-hmm. If I can save you a cut or two here and there before you get to, you know, where you can get water to bloom, that's what I try to do, you know. But other than that, like I said, we ain't fixing nothing, we ain't break.
Let's go. Y'all already know 2026.
You feel me? So we dealing with enough stuff that we was taught that broke us, that as men, when we get older and start to think outside the box, we got a question. Do anybody else think like this? Am I tripping? Mm-hmm. If I say this, is people gonna stop fucking with me? Mm-hmm. You know, different things like that. Mm-hmm. So you have to think outside that box. But if you carry yourself with enough conviction and people see you enough to where they understand that you're not that type of person to where you just talking to be talking. You just talking for somebody to hear what hear what you're saying. You talking for people to actually understand something. That's a big difference. A lot of people talk for people to just hear shit, not for you to go home and think about it again and be like, oh shit, that could mean a lot of different shit. I can apply this to certain aspects of my life, you know. So it's a lot of conviction people missing with the things that they putting out in the world. And you know, until we understand and grasp that part of life, it's gonna be rooms like this that more power gonna be felt than a church full of 200 people. Mm-hmm.
So with all that said, can you understand and feel the power of why we named this the way we named it, Out of the Mud?
Yeah. When James talked to me about it for the first time, I'm sorry, I'm gonna put everybody in. James Mayfield, shout out to him.
Shout out to James, the greatest.
All right, yeah, that's my
the
brother.
more magnificent.
And they tell you,
Larry Lott
from Flint, everybody don't call each other brothers. That's a brother to me. That's family to me. When he came to me talking about this, ask him what I told him. I ain't gonna boast. I ain't gonna tell no stories. I told him, you know, stop asking me about it. Go do it. Just go do it. Just go start it. You'll see what it's gonna be. Don't ask me what I think it's gonna be. It's gonna be what you know it's gonna be. All you got to do is go start it and stay consistent. Keep it going. And now we here.
We here. We got a lot coming.
Yeah,
and we appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate this. You know,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, you don't get a chance to speak real on most platforms. It's always something that's scripted. You know, and you got to talk a certain tone in certain ways, and you don't get to tell the real. People don't hear the real about a lot of different things. You know, not to say I'm just some old realist person, but I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell my truth of what I lived through, and I've seen and done a lot from what people see on these TV shows and all the things. I'll be like, damn, it's so it's crazy. You get to see people's perspective, and you done been through some of these situations, and we'd never speak on them. Right. So
I call them Moselnite lies.
Yeah, so that's what it is. It's good though. I appreciate everybody. Salute everybody hard work they put forth in anything they trying to do, even if it's copy somebody else's shit. You got to put some effort into something. Sooner or later, everybody will wake up and put it to where it's supposed to be. So.
Well, that's what it is, man. Y'all heard it live in effect right here, man. The one and only, the master. See, GFG2 called him the master Delano POOHDIDDY Burton. The master hinge in the building, live in effect, man. Make sure y'all tap in. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe on the Mud INC on all social media. And make sure y'all go tap in on the bricks. You hear me? On all social media /Flint, on the bricks /Flint on Facebook. Delano POOHDIDDY Burton, we appreciate you for tapping in.
You hear me? You, my brother. Anytime y'all need me to come through, whatever y'all want to do, y'all want to.
We gonna need some plates. We need some.
Hey, come on down on the bricks and set up one day. I got y'all. We'll make some space and make it make sense.
So we can come on the bricks and do a show.
Come on the bricks and do a show.
Hey, live exclusive right here. You heard it live.
Do one out on the patio this summer or something. That'd be dope.
That'd go.
Be nice.
Quick question: the spot that's inside the spot, is that you too?
No, so my boy who owns that, Phil Shaw, shout out to Phil. He's
a great
friend of mine, and rest in peace to his lovely wife. She just passed away a couple days ago from cancer.
Wow. Yeah, condolences.
Phil is a good friend of mine. He's one actually that gave me and my wife the opportunity to own this beautiful space that we own downtown. But he wanted to keep that because he built that to look like a piece of New York. They got speakeasies like that all over New York and LA. So he built that. He actually has the New York Bridge skyline, an actual real photo of there in there, like bigger than this room. Like it's a huge. So he didn't really want to sell it at the time, but I think he's leaning towards that where he's going to be ready to sell. So I'm pretty sure he's going to give us the first option like we talked about, and we probably will make that purchase. But I think if we do, more than anything, it'll be more of an expansion for On the Bricks than just having it two separate places. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to seeing you do great things in the city of Flint and outside of Flint. We
got some things coming.
We support and we support Out of the Mud INC Thursdays. We support.
Thank you.
We appreciate
I got y'all.
you,
whatever y'all already know, man. I ain't got to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Though.
Yes, sir.
Like I said, don't talk about it. Be about it. I'm one of those guys. I don't try to do too much talking. RJ know me. I try to get things done more than anything, so that's just it. That's what we're doing in 2026, just living in the power of now.
Yes, sir. Right, living in the power. We're not fixing nothing
that we didn't break.
That we did not break.
That's right.
I'm going to have to work on that because I'm always fixing everything.
That's how
we didn't break, but that's how as men. That's our life. We live for that. But, so it just, you got to narrow it down to,
it's not that you're not going to do it no more. It's that you're just not doing it for everybody.
That's right.
But I'm saying it sounds great. That's how I look. And I digress because I ain't trying to create a whole nother. But that's how I lose a lot of my relationships. Because I'm always working on something else.
That's right.
Trying to help here and there.
Yep. That's it. That's a real thing.
We can't do that no more.
Nope.
We cannot do it anymore.
Come with growth. Come with growth.
It comes with growth.
That's right. We all been there. Trust me.
Y'all heard it live in effect. You hear me? Thursday with Third, episode 4. The first episode of 2026.
Yeah.
Rocking with the number one host in Michigan, Flint Finest the Third, Mr. Inya. What? You know that. Appreciate y'all. GFG too. You already know what it is.
Appreciate you, my man. I didn't even see my man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we got you. And he said it. I am going to get a shout out. I am Supreme Clientele. He said intelligence over emotions.
Yep.
Beginner's Guide to Invest and check it out. My
that's
book.
A book?
He has a book, www.iovere.com. He put up Psalms 81:10, understanding verses overstanding. He said, I live in Columbus, Ohio, and I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate
Bricks,
you.
Southside.
We appreciate you. I got people down in Columbus. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
I used to be out in Columbus all the time. I used to work in an oil rig out there. You know what I'm saying? So I used to be out in Columbus, Zanesville, everything. So shout out to Ohio.
Be on here all night.
Not Ohio State, though. I'm sorry.
Right.
You hear me? Not Ohio State, though. You hear me?
Not
Ohio State, though. I'm sorry. We in Michigan and Flint right now. Not Ohio State. But we mess with Ohio people, though. I promise.
We do.
Yes, sir. Tapping in, tapping out. Thursdays with Third.
Definitely appreciate it.
Episode 4, Delano.
All right, bro.
On the brick.